we'll add those books as you go.
Yeah, he can look through them as we go. All right. Welcome to Nycosdnd. This is our newest show, Slopes of the Shadowhorn. This is our third episode. We're actually going to be able to get through the second one in a row. Yay! Episode title, Edge of Exile. We are in the process of bringing a third player online, so please be patient with us with that. As usual, I'll have my players introduce themselves, give your character name, your class, your race, and what you do to stay warm in the Shadowhorn region of Nykos. If we will, I'll go ahead and have Gene go first, then Matt, and then we'll have our new player kind of introduce himself here in a minute when his character is added.
I'm Gene. I play Valara, a fighter. She is not from this planet.
She's another.
I am one of the fated others. To keep warm. Well, unfortunately, everything I had that kept me warm, I had to give up.
Aww.
It was awful. But I have furs and some sort of undergarment that I'm not sure what it's made of, and maybe I shouldn't ask. And the rest of it is furs and, with it's leather with a hide on. Some turned in, some turned out. And what else do? I shiver.
And you probably have noted that the leather has a certain animal-like aroma. So it kind of smells.
It's distinctive. And I don't want to ask how they cured it. I really don't.
Trust us, the smell was worse in the beginning. You thought they were bad on the outside.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, I'm Matt. I play Ice Shelf, the Farghoul fighter. I'm furred, but I also use some nice reinforced leather armor, some thick pelts from more hardier creatures to keep warm. I'm very used to, this is my natural environment, so I'm very used to hiding out in snow piles for long periods of time until the right moment to strike.
All right. Just for clarification for our viewers and for the players, we are playing in the Cryopathian portion of the nation. See if I can pull up the map here real quick so we can take a look at that. If I can remember where I put the silly thing.
Oh, I have it.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I'll give it to him in a second. I'm talking about my nice little name tent.
Sweet.
Great. So, scoot back a little bit if you can. There we go. Alright.
So there's the map, and we are way up here in this corner of the map, upper right, called Cryopathia. We are along the edge of the outer mountain range that is known as the Shadowhorn. We are in the shadows of its massive height, but shadows are kind of relatively irrelevant at this point because we are in the dark season. Fundamentally, for 4 months out of the year, the sun, Nimbus, is not even seen by the people that live this far north. And we are 1 week from the celebration of Nimbus Rising, where the party is intended to have reached a place called Anchorage to celebrate that new year starting. So that is the current location of where we are. Let me get back to... Hey, Travis. Alrighty, we are at the edge of the Shadowhorn, and we have a new player who's being brought up to speed. And Travis hasn't got a chance to introduce himself yet, so we'll give your character name, class, and how you stay warm in the Shadowhorn. Not that it's relevant.
Nope.
Hey, come on in. So,
Long time no see.
yeah, exactly. Welcome back.
I'm Travis. I play Heart, and I don't know. I don't know
all the 12s and 13s.
He never gets home.
He knows 4 words.
So everything that's 12 or
That probably would be your entire introduction. All 4 of those words in whatever order you choose to place them.
We'll see.
And Luke, we need you to give your character name, class, and race. And what you think you would do to survive in this Shadowhorn, this foreboding, cold environment we are in.
plus 3.
My class is going to be Paladin.
Your initiative
Race is
plus
half
2.
elf. And my name is Lester,
Lester,
Plus 2.
son of Lyclore.
son of
And your armor
Son of
class is
who?
12.
Lyclore?
son of Lyclore.
I mean another.
Nice.
I've got an old D.
There we go. That's cool.
So we shouldn't nickname you Mo, right?
No.
So we'll lose the rest of your spells
Yeah,
as time
just
goes on.
saying.
If you need a spell, you can ask, is there anything I can do for this?
And
Yeah.
so now give your character name, class, race.
You get to make it up.
And if you don't have a name yet, that's okay.
We've had so many no-names.
Freya, this transgender.
Huh?
We had issues with that. We've done that before too. This is also the disclaimer for being on the video.
Right.
What is your name, oh high and elf?
Freya.
Freya?
Yes. The
The goddess of life. Northland goddess of life. Freya.
No, I know how to spell her name.
Uh-huh.
I used to play it for a while.
Okay. So are you playing her as a female then?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to clarify because
I know. Okay, sorry. I
It does help a little bit.
it's
That's
You
for home.
probably would not appreciate us calling you sir if your character was...
well. You will find that I am horrible with pronouns in these kind of cases.
Yeah.
So I will call you he a lot just because you as a player are. I will try and endeavor to make sure I refer to your character in game as she, but just warning you that it won't be offensive and won't be intended to be an offense. All right.
Yeah.
And she's half.
She is a
High elf.
She's Daean Elf. Okay, gotcha.
Daean elf.
Do you need me thought everything?
Yeah, please. That way I can have contact information for you. It's basically for the legitimacy of the stream, so that if there's any issues, I can.
So that's perfect.
Okay.
You and I are both
Well,
protected.
you can introduce yourself as you want.
All right.
Sorry.
Yep, and so we have a full complement. Yay!
So passive perception is just what helps against
So
rogues.
we are just getting ready for our story so far. So I will have the players describe where we are. The three that were here last week describe where we are and what's going on. I'll introduce the other two of you to the story as soon as practical within the framework of the game. So what's happening? Ice Shelf / Valara / Heart.
Well, after finding Heart, the abomination robot machine thing, the thing that should not be, we took it back to my people's encampment, and we were basically given a set amount of time before we are kicked out.
Which was the next morning.
The very next morning, yes.
Really early.
Yep, unfortunately. So
But even before dawn, Hart had already
wandered off.
begun his meandering, so it wasn't too difficult to follow the rather massive tracks made by the hexapodal robot.
Right.
Using your
He
terms.
spirals, he doesn't crab walk.
Yeah. So
Because if he crab walked, they would have gone missing. But since he drags his feet, kind of.
he just zooms his whole body around as he
Yeah.
goes.
I just can't even see that mechanically, but I haven't figured it out yet how it mechanically works. I'll work on it. But
Well, just think of the legs working laterally instead of bending at the knee. They just move sideways. So therefore the only thing it can do is rotate.
I guess it's just the rhythmic part that's the hard part to imagine.
Opposite side legs move
So,
like rudders.
I get it.
so
it's
he
just,
has three pieces on his body.
Uh-huh.
The top two stay put, so he's still gonna look normally unless you watch his feet, and then his feet are just doing the rotation as they go. It's like, have you ever seen a millipede walk?
Yeah, their legs
But
kind
they
of.
were-
Have you ever
walking.
seen a millipede curl up in a ball
Yes.
and then still move?
Yes.
That would be how. The legs just take half of a step each
Mhm.
and add them all together and you get movement.
I was just saying I get
Anyway.
what
It's an odd thing to see in a fantasy setting, to see this machination walking across the terrain.
Yes, no problem.
Thank you.
We don't want phones to die. That would be horrible.
No, man.
In today's world, you must have a charge on your phone.
I need my leaf.
And you die.
Hopefully not within minutes. That would be bad. May happen in the future.
This
Not
over
yet.
here.
Alrighty. So the tracks that
You might move your arms and
that Hart made headed out into
the great unknown.
the great unknown, fundamentally sort of in the direction of that you'd already been traveling, so somewhat to a north by northwest direction, which is fundamentally vaguely halfway in the right direction to make it to Anchorage. Anchorage is going to be to the west of you.
Our wonderful dungeon master has provided us with maps. We are currently here.
In
Cryopathia.
did I take my? I must have taken my.
Each
back
of these
home.
hexes are 49 miles.
Oh, nice.
So,
There's a big one.
The big one is underneath everything.
Oh.
but it's underneath everything.
So
So yes, typically if it's whited out, it means snow, guaranteed.
it's an ice sheet, pretty
it's-
much.
Nycos doesn't believe in global warming.
No. Considering it was designed back in the 70s. No. So the two of you therefore are, you say your last farewells to the kittens and the kith as that they basically escort you out.
Yep, I say goodbye to the kits and Nate and all them.
And you're heading out, embarking across the snows again. Now, we've talked about it being an ice shelf and all of that, and while most areas of it are going to be sheer whiteness, there are places where either the snow levels have actually reached down, the snow has descended low enough to hit a plateau, or winds have just been so great that they've just scraped the snow back off of areas. So as you guys are proceeding,
There
go ahead
are
and put your models up on the ice there. What the two models you guys are using?
Of course, the
This
one day I
ice?
did not bring a tabaxi figure.
Just a moment. This,
It's way too big for him.
that ice?
Yeah, that ice. Exactly.
Okay.
As you'll find, I have models for just about every purpose.
Every eventuality.
So I need a cat
Name tags are
warrior.
important. They give you, you can use them to do rerolls.
So yes, he has a nice little tradition for those who don't know. If you get a named table tent, it gives you one free inspiration session. You can use that for a reroll or to gain advantage on something. So it's just a once per session. Hey, I did not like that roll. Let's redo it.
Okay.
It's also
obviously,
good- it's also
obviously
good for-
not dressed for the climate, but there you go.
Hey, yeah. And a little slightly off.
And-
painted that one.
Yeah. Now he mentions that, but the reality is that Makes Up, which is Matt's company, paints the models for all of my models. Pretty much that weren't bought pre-painted. Matt has painted.
I hand paint a lot of D&D minis.
So if you have a model that you want him to paint, he is really reasonable at the rates. So we'll talk with.
Okay. We can talk after the.
It's best to
game.
do it off the stream. We don't want to.
Never mix business and pleasure.
And she says yes. Snow dunes. There would definitely be snow dunes.
Oh gosh, the Dune series.
Yeah.
Snow.
Nice. So
The ice must flow.
let me see here.
Hey, sandworms. You hate them? I hate them too.
Do it. You need to work.
We need a damsel in distress figure.
No, not a damsel. We need a.
I'm talking about for Heart.
That's what I'm saying. Not a damsel in distress.
Well, he went off with her solar panel attachment piece, trying to get charged because he had less than 24 hours left. I remember.
That's not why he left, but yeah, he took it.
Well, he took it, and you described it as you were kind of going off with it held up, trying to get a charge. That's how you described it.
No, that's how I describe it.
That's how somebody described it.
Yes. How it was described. How about
Why he left was because he saw that he was causing problems for you guys, and he felt bad. And that's about all there was to it.
Aww. And I am going to say this ahead of time, it's nothing against you as a player. But Ice Shelf does not like that you got him kicked out.
Sucks to be Ice Shelf.
Yes.
Alrighty, there was enough chaos to start with. Put it on the same shelf as them.
Okay, I wasn't sure how far ahead he was.
No, you catch up with them.
We caught up, okay.
As you're following along, you see that he's heading towards an area of darker coloration on the horizon.
Ooh.
Now, the two of you, what do you think would possess you to come to an Arctic zone? Because I can create a reason, but I'd like to see if you guys have an idea of why you thought you might come up here. What do you think you came to look for?
I have my orders.
Oh, you have orders. Okay, that makes sense.
Best example yet.
Excellent. And he's a soldiery background. You're from urchin background.
Yes.
So tough urchinhood in the attic.
I grew up as an orphan in the streets. Yeah, the streets are paved in snow.
Okay.
Battleborn. Alright.
But you're full blood Daean, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. This is easier than I thought.
Oh no!
Yeah.
It's too easy.
No, your assignment is to literally take this Daean elf up to the wastes and lose him.
Alright.
What a
Yeah.
nice paladin.
Yeah. No. It's not for that. It's because there's a prophecy that the Daean have that they will be redeemed in this age.
Okay.
And so your idea is to take him as far north as Anchorage.
And let him die.
No, it's not that at all.
Oh,
It's-
just take you. No,
You're to be delivered.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. Now, you don't know anything about that. You're like I said, you're an urchin. You grew up on the streets of.
You don't know the Daean lore.
Well, being you're from the Trelloran background, right? You're half Trelloran, or did you choose half Daean?
I was in half day.
Oh, okay. In that case, it's more benevolent than I originally had in my head because I was thinking you were still half Trelloran. If you're half Daean, you actually are sort of like his he's like your ward. You're trying to help him reach his destiny, kind of thing.
His potential.
We'll keep you alive.
So,
Others would
Not
do-
happy, alive.
I'll keep
You
myself
don't have to
happy.
love me.
I can keep myself happy.
and the reason why you're taking him to Anchorage is that Cryopathia is about as far, if you look at the map, is about as far from Dea as you can get.
on this continent.
You're actually on a separate continent. You are as far. Dea is way over in the center on the mountains,
We are here.
Okay.
and
So,
you're hoping that you'll be
Sir.
able to get him to acclimate with other people because the Daean elves have this. History shows the Daeans betrayed humanity, betrayed all of the human race. So the Daeans, if they are known as such, are the people of the world see Dea as
If you want a closer
basically
look.
betrayers, and so you're endeavoring to let this person fulfill his destiny and undo that.
Do people still remember that?
Don't mark it.
The people still
Or
remember
is
that?
that your map?
That is,
Dago
that is my paper.
probably would. They
Oh,
seem
oh.
to remember things, but
Post
Revening, I don't know.
they do know that the cause of the big problem was in Dea, not necessarily that much about the elven race,
but
right?
They know they hate them. They don't know why.
Right, exactly.
Why
It's
stop hating? It's a good thing.
Exactly. Hatfields and
Like
McCoys.
each one's a 45,
45, 49 miles each.
so each hex.
So if you count up the hexes, you'll find that you must not have started from there. You had to have started from a more local location.
You
'cause
probably would have been
You would have
like the
spent your
very
entire
next-
lifetime to get this far.
I'm half elf, so age slower, and then
Yeah, but it's still the fact that it's colder than all hell here.
Yeah.
You would be if you.
Anyway,
done a
the
more
issue is that
pilgrimage,
the last leg of the trip, you were actually traveling via airship, and it got caught in a storm, and so you got blown off course. The ship wrecked. Last survivors.
just like my story.
Kind of like your story, only different kind of ship altogether.
So am I the only one that doesn't have a ship going down story?
Oh no, he had to arrive here somehow.
Yeah, he's under the ice.
No.
We don't know. Who knows?
Oh, we don't know.
You don't know. Only Hart knows.
Maybe.
Do you?
He might someday know.
That part of his memory banks may be disconnected.
Yeah.
What's your name again? Steven?
No.
Oh, Freya.
Freya.
Female?
Yes.
He takes lots of notes. That's good.
And you're Scorn? I mean a walker?
He's a walker. The Scorn is a former era name, and I have a hard time failing to remember that we actually have one of our... Okay, back up. I run 4 different games. As many people on the stream know this, there are 4 different games running. They're all running concurrently, and they all are running in the same time frame. However, because this time frame has the ability to actually visit other chronological periods, things that happen in-game affect history throughout back time as well. So somebody went back and changed the attitude towards the half-elf, changing it from being scorned, which was a negative, to being known as walkers because they just left their elvish culture. They walked away, so therefore they're called walkers. Thank you for bringing that up because I originally suggested you were scorned, and that's a false impression. Or he was scorned. Rather.
Yes.
So
Somebody was scorned.
Somewhere in the world, racism is
ancestor.
still alive.
yes,
And strong.
and so anyway, the 2 of you have been huddled in basically the wreckage for the last 2 days, eating what little of the supplies you could find. You realize that you're not going to be able to last here very long, but you have no frame of reference to know which way it is to go home from here. Okay.
And you brought me here, man.
Yeah, but I didn't crash the airship, did I?
You're like bad luck.
So, from your guys' vantage point, when you finally have caught up with Hart, you're walking towards the darkened area on the horizon. As you come across it, it's actually black stone. It looks like the ice has been stripped away by the winds and such, which makes it even a more dangerous environment because now you've got rocks and mountains to climb to get down to the lower level of the plateau, which will hopefully put you at least in some way closer to your destination of Anchorage. You do see from here the debris of a craft down in the valley, some of the sail material still flapping in the breeze.
Oh, we could use that material
For what?
They don't know that.
to put on my travelway so I don't have to use my good draft. My good tarp.
It's shredded.
There are still significant pieces of it.
Now, would you guys be attempting to? Would you have had a fire burning at all, given the coldness? Or are you?
I mean,
just huddling in the
I'm
honestly,
freezing,
fire,
yeah.
honestly. For me.
Is this the huddle for warmth?
Okay. So there would be a small,
There's a little cuddling.
rather pathetically weak amount of smoke rising from the.
And like
Oh,
suddenly,
there's somebody there.
Is
Like-
the
just
the
like
wind dead
before I
right
had
now,
to,
or is it
like-
going?
Oh, the wind is flapping pretty good. It's probably 20, 25 mile an hour.
They're
wind.
not
So that's just.
Do you know anything?
Yeah, I know, that's what I said.
You see as we get down to the bottom, you see it drifting through down in the lower areas. There's some areas.
She'll set off going down,
where the wind is clear.
and she'll reverse climb, if she has to, like rappel, because she has that strong cording rope or
So
climbing.
you got your narrow, thin rope. So she pulls out her bundle of that really thin rope that she had before, and starts to play it out down the mountainside.
Heart. Can trash cans climb?
Hard.
Good.
What are my climbing possibilities? Probabilities?
The legs
Chances.
actually, you can drive the legs like pile drivers into the side of the mountain if you
Yeah.
necessary.
Can I just jump in superhero land?
No?
You could attempt.
Oh,
You can always attempt everything in D&D.
Sounds like fun.
I
How
would
far
also-
is it?
Well, each of those,
Shells.
across from the edge of the glacier to the actual stone there is probably a 20-foot gap. Even if you got enough of a run, you wouldn't make it across that. Even if you say you're going to drop to the other one, it's a good 20 feet down plus 20 feet across. So
Well, Hart just walks forward and drops, trying to land on his many feet.
So he just walks until his legs don't walk anymore and
He
vanishes off the
basically
ledge?
just lemmings off the cliff.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and make a dex save.
That's right, but
Nat 20.
Alrighty, so put the model for him in that crack in between his base.
in the triangle crack.
No.
Other side.
Where the rock is? Do you see where the rock is? 20 feet down. Okay.
Here?
Up one level, and over, back like it's falling into the ice. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep
Closer to
going,
you.
keep going. There you go. Now
There you
balance
go.
it so that its arm is on that ice. There you go.
Oh, we can climb down here.
He goes, clunk.
Okay, she goes over, she brings out a rope, and she actually climbs out on his arm and then proceeds to climb
You
down.
were already climbing. That's why I followed you.
You'd already
You
started
were
down.
halfway down and you just crunch.
Well, she had belayed the rope. I mean, she had thrown the rope out.
Right. Okay. Anyway, so he stepped off. So you start to climb down, and you can use his positioning to climb onto the ledge down below.
Okay,
He
so
probably helped
I
with
get
his
down
lifted
here.
arms or something. Make it.
You make a
Bridge.
Ice!
slope like this because I got the two.
Climb down hard.
I'll use my own methods.
Okay.
I don't trust these.
You guys heard
Jeez.
you guys heard a horrible collision, like a car hitting a rock up some place up above.
What the hell was that?
Hard. You just hear in the distance.
You
hard.
could hear. No, yeah, you wouldn't be on the wind. You wouldn't be able to hear that, but you would hear. You'd see some rumbling and some collapsing rocks up above you guys.
Avalanche!
And maybe an eerie yellow light.
Try to get. Like, stay here. I'm gonna try to see what that was. I'm gonna go to higher ground.
So you're gonna leave your protective cover. Do you have winter gear?
No.
Oh, which brings me to a quick. I need to stop for a quick segue because we forgot to mention the bread equation. Both of you have some amount of gold on your character sheet.
Yeah.
Quick little math equation so that you'll understand the economy on Nycos. How many loaves of bread can you buy with a copper piece? Of course, unless you guys have actually read the player's handbook in the last 10 minutes, you wouldn't know this. But you can buy 2 loaves of bread for 1 copper piece.
Now, in most D&D, 10 copper pieces make a silver, 10 silver make a gold.
Not on Nycos.
It's 100.
And it's 100 increment all the way up. So copper to silver to gold to platinum to
So, for example, if you start with 10
crowns
gold,
and then to dragons.
It's the money.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. The whole point is that you are in the 1%.
Oh.
Instead of thinking about D&D adventurers the way many people do, that I just have to go and leave my family and do no. It's literally you have enough money. You go, I'm bored. I want to do something. I'm going to have an adventure with my life. I want to do
you're an
something
eccentric.
meaningful.
Or soon after you left, you came into.
Yeah. So in your case, actually, it specifically says how you got your money. You were a pauper. You lived on the streets, and then probably the last person at the orphanage that you cared for, you saw their cash box out, and you couldn't hardly help yourself and walk off with all of the money for the orphanage, and that's why you feel compelled to therefore donate back to them at any cause, because you basically left them penniless when you took their 10 gold.
You took the 2 loaves of bread out of the orphan's mouth, you monster!
It's more than 2 breads.
No, he took the orphanage's leader's retirement. That's all of the money she's
They
ever
were
saved.
probably having like a charity ball,
Right.
And the
The
big
nun
cash
can
bowl,
retire?
and he just took the bowl.
The nun can retire?
Eventually, you want to be able to
You don't have to be
go
nuts
live in
forever.
a...
Well, you don't have to like be.
That was the orphanage's
I thought
funding
that's what None
You know,
Next
they
year.
have to be making some amount of money to be able to retire off it, that's all I'm saying.
Live in Cancun.
So we get down the ice cliff.
They're down the first section. You see the rocks and stuff up above, and you would see the climbers climbing over what looks like a metal conveyance, like
I'm
some
going
kind of weird bridge. They're making use of it.
Well,
Are you here, or-
I'm right here.
No, I mean us.
Where are they?
Are you
Yeah.
climbing straight down the glacier? They're
Yes.
clear down the bottom, so I haven't even
Oh.
put their models on the board yet.
Okay.
I'm going slow to make sure that my foot is short.
Okay.
So I see this cat cat thing coming towards me.
Well, you wouldn't even see it as a cat person. You would just see it's very covered with fur. It's a person who's dressed for the climate, which is a good thing. You're going, it's a local. I might be able to get some help here as this thing's climbing down. But then as it's coming down, you're going, or it could be coming to steal our gold or take our lives.
Are you friendly?
You
You're
let
shouting
them
on the
know.
wind. Let me go get a couple models.
You're letting them know where we're at.
No, no, we just saw wreckage and a thin
8
cycle.
wisdom.
We barely
8
saw
wisdom.
I was away from this, right?
Friend to
Yeah, I
friend.
left you back a little bit.
So you ask friend or foe.
Yeah.
Friend to friend, foe to rest.
Who's rest?
Wait a moment, we can't hear him. He
Oh,
said
on
it
the
was
wind.
blown away on the wind. So right now you're shouting into wintertime weather.
That's good.
Oh, you got a model? Good. You have a model or no?
Now, where are they in this valley? Here or
They're at
that?
the very bottom, right there below you.
Right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not to scale. That was the reason, one of the first couple of steps to be, but the rest of it does not really scale.
Okay. We'll do this up there. So you have a little more room.
There
in
she
there.
is.
And I say,
Even dressed like an urchin.
You're behind me.
I can't say so. Alright, cool. Okay.
Okay. Once you're down, then once you're down onto that ledge, then you can extricate yourself from the ice side if you want to, Heart, and move out onto the plateau with them. Or you can take a couple more steps and drop the last bit down to the.
Worked the first time.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another dex save.
no nat one.
4 plus.
Dex
So put his model on its side
Two.
at the bottom.
in the middle of the crag.
Yeah.
6.
So
Right on down. Yep.
yep, on his side.
There
Half
you go.
sunken in snow.
And rock. No, that's rock.
Oof.
Yeah.
Half sunken in rock.
Yes. Thank goodness for your
Hearts
metal
invented
hull.
rock and roll.
Now you say it's 20 feet from here to
Get some
here?
good dents.
Yeah, you took. Yeah,
Hard needs some more character.
yeah. He definitely takes. Matter of fact,
You define a man by his scars.
roll a d6 for me.
Oh no.
6.
Okay, you were actually flailing with all of your arms as you were on your way down, trying to slow yourself because this isn't working like that first part did. It's like grind, and so all of your arms are a bit bent and twisted when you hit the bottom. You took a total of 9 points. I don't know what you had for hit points at this point.
I
but-
did.
Keep in mind he
Okay,
has
roll
6
3d6.
legs and 6 arms. So context, Mr.
How
Paladin.
much?
12.
12. So you have 3 points left at this point.
Nice.
He has
Yeah,
6 legs and
okay,
6
man.
arms.
I don't have a class, so I don't know what.
Yeah.
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 You should have like the Hulk where he slabs into something and then climbs down.
But he's never done this before.
Oh, okay.
You realize they found
I
him.
don't see the need.
Oh, okay.
Am I about like 60 feet from this guy, or?
Yeah, right about that. It's by inches now that they're on the same level. It's 5.
Do I
5
hear
feet
him
per
yelling?
inch. Heard him yell?
Him.
Yeah, you would hear him yelling up the hill.
Can I run after him?
I was
and shut him
completely
up?
silent as I fell, by the way. There's
No, you were
Clank,
making
clank.
a lot of crunch, grind, pound.
So the next part is
vocally.
silent.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah,
have
you
to
didn't-
ask
you
can
didn't
I
say
do
a
this?
word.
You just say I would like to, and the dungeon master will tell you if there's any issues or complications.
Alright.
So
Then
you
I would-
just simply go, I would like to catch up to my paladin companion.
I would like to catch up to my couch
Yeah, it's not a problem. You go ahead and move her up.
and close his mouth.
Yeah.
And attempt
Oh.
to stifle.
Okay. You're playing. How old is your character? Did you roll
Elves
for
hit
it?
adult maturity at around 120.
150?
Okay. And how tall are you?
6 foot.
Ooh, tall elf.
So I like it.
Yeah.
Are those heels?
Yeah.
She's
In
high
this, in
up.
this snow?
Okay, so she's trying to put her hands over your mouth. So you have to make a grapple check. So you're gonna roll,
So you roll a
a
d20.
20-sided.
Yep. And you will be adding 1 to it.
Alright. That one right there.
And then you, sir, will be making a contest. So you'll either choose
19,
acrobatics
20.
or athletics
To try to fight
to
her off.
resist.
I got 20.
I'll go athletics.
Okay.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah.
So if you get a
A nat
20,
No,
No,
it
modify.
doesn't matter. You roll and then you modify it.
I got a natural 20 plus
So-
my 4.
Oh my god.
So
So
you-
that's
So I'm gonna bite
that
that.
means, well, it just means you push her away.
Okay.
You just
You don't
prevent her
attack
action.
back.
Okay.
You just stop it.
You just prevented her action. That's all. So the
Uh,
two of them down below. You guys up above can see the two of these like cat fighting. The object down on the ground. Your head is fully functional, so it plummets and then its head will turn and look. The gold yellow light will shine at you.
Would do.
Keep in mind, yellow
Detect-
light is just weird.
Like
Yeah.
good and evil, like the
Could have been a monster.
Divine sense.
So you're going to divine scene.
Yeah,
divine
divine
sense?
sense.
Okay, you will not pick up anything from them at all.
See, this is why I didn't want you to act.
Alright, I'm gonna slowly approach the creature and lay on hands for 1 point.
Wait, what?
Lay on hands is like a healing.
So he's going.
But it looks like
A monster?
a cart. It looks like
a metal reinforced barrel.
Oh, I thought it was like
Barrel.
a golem. Oh.
no. I used a model that's way too anthropomorphic. It's got a torso, but it has 6 arms going out in every.
And it
two
has a
arms.
cylindrical torso.
Oh.
It has these.
Probably
It
just
says-
poking.
From a Star Wars reference, it's an evaporator with all the big arms
Oh,
going
yeah,
out from the
okay.
center. So it doesn't look anything like a person.
Hide? Honestly?
It's a stealth check.
I poke it. Like,
I hide.
are you
So you tell the dungeon master.
Alive?
Make sure he hears.
I would
He's
like to
gonna use
hide.
one of his arms. Poke him back.
Okay, go ahead. You have to make a dex check because control of it's not exactly as accurate as you'd like.
16.
Yeah, it pokes you right back. Same amount of force too.
I hide at the same time. Well,
You duck behind a rock.
yeah.
roughly how big is this thing?
So
It's
usually there's an
about
enemy vehicle, but
6
because
feet
it's-
tall,
Yeah.
about
Players.
6 feet square
And we
as
are
far as the
aware of you.
base.
I'm gonna see if I can lift it.
You're gonna,
Upwards.
You're going to try to turn it what you think might be right, given what it looked like when it was up above.
Yeah.
Okay. You get to make your strength check to stand up with his advantage.
Zagged him.
15? No.
15?
17.
17? Yep. You're able to push him upright. His arms don't look near as straight as they did before. They all look kind of a little weird, like mauled, mangled a bit.
They got pushed in the wrong
It's
direction
getting,
a couple times.
sun's getting real low, big guy.
Nice.
He makes the same hand motion.
Okay.
As best.
That was a Hulk reference.
Yes, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Even at your slower climb speed, free climbing is easier than it is for Jean with her rappelling gear. Unless you're going to actually do a live rappel. You're going to rappel the rest, or you're going to climb down, just using the rope as a support.
I'll use the rope of support around something that will hold it while I do
Yeah.
it.
So
A live rappel is we both go down on either side of the rope.
right.
But I don't know how your paws would
No,
fit around
he's
that
he's
rope.
not. He didn't even use your
I'm
climbing
not
gear.
using
He's
your
free
rope.
climbing.
Okay. So she'll
His-
just
his
hook it
natural
around
skill.
something, and when she's
Traditional.
done, she just pulls the end
Okay.
to get the rest of it there.
Okay. So you'll both get down about the same time. You're slower mechanically, but she's taking more time with her ropes to make sure everything's right. So you both make it down. You see, there's a poking contest going on between this rather ill-equipped Eldrin, who's probably feeling rather frigidly cold out here because he doesn't have full-on winter gear.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't even tied his coat properly. It's flapping in the breeze.
I just stare.
Do you speak common?
Heart.
Ice does speak common.
Sorry.
What? Did you say something?
Yeah, as she's climbing down, she turned around and in comment says, "What? Oh, no." She goes, "It's not like it."
For context, common is not English. She speaks English. We do not.
What kind of accent would you have?
The way I describe it, it sounds like whistles and screams.
Really?
Can you understand her?
Screams.
Well, the pit. When you do things like P's and things like that, the sound spikes.
Yeah, it's explosive.
Yeah.
The P, B, those are
Explosives.
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 Yes. No, they're explosives. D20 damage to everybody around. It's not mine.
On you.
And that's how she learns Thunderwave.
Would you put this on your table so I don't get it confused?
Yes.
Otherwise, I'll drink it all and you won't have any left.
Did it look
It's actually
familiar and you
supposed to
grabbed it?
Yes.
Rudest thing I ever did. Oh, it was rude to me and then to the person. There was two drinks right in front of me. I picked up the one that was closest to me, and it was somebody's unsweetened iced tea.
Sounds yummy.
Oh, it's poison without the sugar.
Alrighty.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, then we'll go down the one more.
Yeah, you're
We're there.
You completed
We're
fine.
there.
Oh, we're there. Ice.
We're all
Trust.
Our airship
Trust.
Trust.
crashed. And we need help.
Hard help.
I'm laying down on the ground.
No, he's standing up.
He's standing up, but he's dented to hell now.
Thank
They
you.
pushed him
Not
back
dented to
upright.
hell. It was 20 feet, okay?
His arms are twisted a bit.
If you're a human, your arms would be broken.
That's true.
20 feet is not that bad.
2d12, 2d6s could put somebody down. That's
Sure.
So yes.
I'm not hidden. You're
What? No, you're right behind me.
You have shelter?
I'm hiding like under the
No,
rock.
I don't.
Well, you have the wreckage.
We have a fire.
Oh, which reminds me,
Fire.
roll a d6.
Volunteer?
One of the two of them.
Yeah, volunteer. There we
There it
go.
is. Got this.
One.
One. Yes. So you go, yeah, we've got a fire, and about this time you realize both of you had a fire inside of a wooden structure, and we're now leaving it untended, and there's now a whoosh as the entire structure goes up in flames.
That's always good.
We have a big fire.
I
It's always
see.
good when you leave the fire behind to go chasing people.
No. It goes
Talking to
big.
strangers.
Big fire.
Oh, God.
I see.
Exactly. Oh, his gun just exploded. His pen
Ink.
just exploded. Hand her the pen so she can toss it because I don't want you to get any ink on you.
I grab it. I'm like right.
Right.
Yeah.
You okay?
I have some paper.
Yeah, he's bleeding in ink. Ah.
I knew you were
It's
not
oily
hidden.
and eldritch horror.
There you go.
He's the
You're the only one
true.
you're afraid of. I see. You don't realize how appropriate you are, Daean, and having a fear of the ancients. Now we understand.
Wonderful.
Hey, we've got a small fire. Whoosh. I mean, we have a big fire.
I run back,
Is there
honestly.
any chance of saving some of the sails? Or any of the rope or anything?
There was like 2 minutes ago.
But no.
I was gonna say like
There are pieces and there are strips and pieces you can find between here and them because the wreckage is over a fairly decent sized area. It's like
Okay.
the vessel got smashed into that cliff face. That's what fundamentally what happened to it. So
I was
It's
also
a warm
looking
fire, at least.
Right.
You don't have to wor-
Supply.
hey, you grab cloth. Any pieces that big enough to wrap yourself around with.
Do it yourself?
do it for me. It says.
Sheesh.
Conceited much?
Do you want me to put the shackles back on? Are you gonna be in combat?
Nice.
This delivery is
That's a
on.
dragon. All the way.
This is going off the rails.
So,
Yes.
Bart hears them arguing that they want to salvage stuff, and he'll use his saw and scythe arm and
There you go.
start cutting and chopping what
Okay.
he can off of the...
Okay. So roll
Stuff.
roll percentage dice for me.
$65.
Okay. So what we'll do is fundamentally treat that as you've bundled together all of the things that you could get from the wreckage. Not discriminating about what we got. You just basically scraped together everything, made a big bundle. The heart is actually equipped with a couple of lifting arms, kind of like forklift blades.
arms.
And so he can actually carry this huge bundle of stuff representing what you've recovered from this wreck.
Okay.
So at any given time, you can roll to see whether or not you have it from that list. Whatever you roll as far as percentage, if it rolls under the 65, you have it, but whatever it is accounts for that much percentage of the total, meaning you had to cobble things together from what was left.
All right.
Well, he was going to give it to them.
Right.
Because they're the ones that wanted it. He knows not.
No, I'm just meaning you're carrying. I just referring
Sure.
that you bundled. It's bundled together.
It's
so that
heavy.
it's in a single place. As a matter of fact, they didn't need more. You'd have to use your armatures to be able to sift through it mechanically, anyway. So. But you collectively gathered 65% value of stuff out of the wreckage.
Nice.
You see that the majority of the crewmen that did die were of Eldrin descent, but the vessel was of dwarvish design, which means it had two huge lifting canisters, which were basically crushed against the wall and therefore led to no lift. And there is a small portion of the vessel known as the engine, which you guys have also recovered as part of the stuff you've gotten. You have an engine as well.
Now that's heavy.
Yes.
I'll carry that.
I inspect the bodies for familial totems.
Okay. And you will find, because of their Eldrin nature, they do have jewelry. So all of them have necklaces that indicate that they are from the Daean Empire, which predates everything else. Again, it seems really odd that there's all of this indication of elvish crewmanship, and yet the vessel's design doesn't match with it being. It's not an elvish vessel.
How many?
There were 8 other souls on board.
Okay, so 8.
Do they have any navigation charts or maps?
Yes, they were in the room that burned up.
Of course.
That's why it went up so fast.
Yeah. Paper.
That's probably how they lit the fire. Without thinking about it, they're going.
Yes.
You know, I wish we had a map. Oh, you didn't see the back of that? Oh, damn.
I just imagine first thing to go into the fire is cryopavia.
I look for like 2 big pieces of fabric, one to wrap.
Doesn't he have the fabric technically, since you got 60% of
You
it?
you gathered stuff to wear around yourselves from the clothing that you had on, because you had time there after the crash to have gathered that kind of stuff. So you have as best you can. You just don't have his reference to your coat not being closed properly is just he's a survivalist from this realm. He says you will die dressed like that. Let me show you how better to wear what you've got. So
Heavier wrappings, more reinforced, so it keep
multiple layers
insulation.
together to keep the air against you, that kind of thing.
Insulation.
Alright.
Oh, from my
Almost
travel
Inuit
underwear.
style.
Inuit?
Eskimo, for
Hmm.
lack of a better
I don't know
term.
what Eskimo is.
Hey, some people don't know words.
I'm one of those people.
Yeah, he only has 4 words.
Alright.
Would it be possible to, like, wear like the cloth that's whatever it's on me, like use my catnip of like press the
Prestidigitation?
Yeah.
No, not to keep warm.
That makes it look nicer. You can make it so you look stylish, but it doesn't
Oh.
necessarily change the actual
Yeah.
warming qualities of it at all.
Is it really?
I was like thinking like an air conditioning or something
No,
like that.
it's like a
Unfortunately
nice
not. You
trick.
don't get to heat air.
Oh.
Be nice.
Prestidigitation does some nice tricks, but it really will not make your survivability.
Well,
the
once per
number-
minute isn't going to be enough to keep you warm enough anyway. Even if you create a ball of warm air, the wind will blow it away. It's like, damn it!
All right.
So I'm gonna kind of copy his style
I
and
see your female,
redress
so I'm
him
going to
so
wrap
that
you up
he's
twice as tight.
bundled up and then just him to myself.
I like
Okay.
it.
With
Gotta make sure you're nice and
prestidigitation,
warm.
can you make like really small objects?
But they're not complicated.
Right.
So you can make a slab of metal, for example.
Could he make like a square of flannel?
Well, actually, it's actually illusionary.
Oh.
It's not actually there.
It's like
I
one
can
square
then.
of flannel at a
Yes,
time.
I
knit
can
himself
do
a-
that right
Yes,
now.
but by the time he makes the next one, the first one vanishes because it fades out of existence.
That sucks.
Yep, that's the way it goes. As I say,
Right.
prestidigitation is future.
And I think it's a foot by foot because you can make like scarves and things like that but it's only that big. So a foot by foot, you still think, oh, you could do that. But to make enough to wrap around yourself,
It's not enough.
it'd be
What about a
Vanish.
foot of like seal fur?
That
Find
would
the
be-
seal.
Yeah, go find. There we.
We
You
have
know
to
where the
hunt.
auroch herd is from here. You could go back and hunt another auroch.
Did you guys keep any
Well,
of the
we can
fur, the
hunt.
thing that they cut up?
No, we gave it to the.
tribe?
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
That's why we went.
Do I yet have the
They had
word
to
for
fill the needs
weapons?
for the cook. What's that?
Do I have yet, between us, I need to develop what words I have as his. But do I have the word for weapon? Or clothes?
You have the word
You
for
have the-
warm, and you have the word for bow.
And toy. She had toy.
She had toy.
Yeah, toy.
Hunt.
Do you know how to say dead toy? Death toy?
No.
Murdered toy?
MDK, murder, death, kill. 187.
Quiet, both of you.
She takes you
You
off
do
to
have
the
your.
side.
You still have your winder, and you haven't
Yeah,
used it yet for the day.
and she collects her.
Oh, they got all
Oh.
of the tech junk
Yeah,
that they got from the people.
Yeah, but you just fell down a cliff with it.
I wasn't carrying it.
No.
They got it after I left.
From my tribe.
Oh, okay.
Everyone's looking.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All the trinkets. They do have a handful of trinkets.
Including the two-way cord.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, so I have that. She goes off to
And
the
you do remember that was one of the things that you were glad to have found because somebody was looking for it.
Yeah, he was looking for it. And hopefully the sun will come up one day. She takes you off to the side, she cranks it up. Hunt for curs, clothe them, or go back. You go
You
back.
guys, what's your passive perception?
13 for him.
13? Yours is 11, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll d20s for me.
Yes. Very good.
8.
So if this is a perception check, you have a plus
12.
3.
Plus 3, so
11.
11. Yeah.
11.
Oh man.
Okay, yeah, it was. I was just seeing whether or not your active perception was higher because for a moment she's actually speaking in his language, so it'll sound. You would actually hear her in your language, but you weren't close enough. I was just checking to see whether.
Okay.
So what you do hear is she walks him away, and you hear this. Whirr, like she's like running a little like electric motor,
A wind up motor piece.
and then she talks for a couple minutes, but you can't make out what she's making. As you say.
Sweet.
Too long to go
We
back.
have them made of
Have to
straw.
move forward. For you,
Furs, we need to hunt and get food. And furs.
we
To
hunt
trade.
along.
Get warm.
To
We
get
hunt
them
a
food.
long way.
Find
Forage
some
as we
grass.
go.
We can make them a straw coat. Then we'll have to.
Yeah.
Take too
Yeah,
long.
good.
Not make it to Anchorage in time.
Okay, let's go.
Where's Anchorage?
Well, we're off to the side.
Yeah, you can't hear.
That's what those rolls were determining. So we do come back.
Okay, but the fact that the last thing you said was about Anchorage, go ahead and make a last second chance. They might have heard that word.
Good point. Better than 11?
No.
Okay, roll again. You get to roll again.
And you add a plus 3 to it because it's another perception check.
14.
17.
17. So you did hear the word Anchorage. So more than likely you'd be like thumping him, going Anchorage.
Anchorage.
They said Anchorage.
Yeah,
Oh. Where's Anchorage?
Ahead.
All right.
We're going to Anchorage.
You're going to Anchorage? Can we come with you?
Of course. Cold out here.
Not gonna leave you out here freezing to death.
Thank you.
All right. So
Names? Ice. Shelf.
Lester, son of Lyclor,
Freya.
prisoner.
What? You bastard.
so now you get the second name from you. You're bastard.
Well, no, they both have second names. Prisoner and bastard.
I can go with that name.
Freya, prisoner. Freya prisoner.
I'm a Freya prisoner.
And bastard.
Lester bastard.
Lester girl.
Lester the bastard. Okay. you got your first.
We're gonna get you a sword.
Bastard.
Does he
He got-
have a sword with him?
I've got a
No,
lot of
he's, they have their own gear.
I'm joking.
Yeah, we all were.
Okay.
All right, so you gathered what you can together, and the path to where you're headed is basically due north of you, since you had gone somewhat west following the Mandarin course of Heart. To get back on the course towards Anchorage, you're going to move more.
I fall to the back of the line,
Okay.
and they bring up the
Where
road.
do your skills lie?
Stabbing, blocking.
What? Oh, blocking. I thought you said walking for
Stabbing and walking. Walking is stabbing.
Blocking.
I know. I was going with what he said.
Heart is also going to fall to the back and poke her shoulder and say, "Heart fixing," and look at her crank box.
Where do your skills lie?
I am wizard.
I'm wizard.
Wizard.
I am a wizard because as a street urchin, that's probably one of the things you were
I'm the
pulling off
greatest
was-
wizard upon-
Exactly. I just prestidigitation. You have a quarter. Let me see a quarter, and the quarter vanishes.
No,
No, he never comes back.
Coincidentally, you've lost the quarter. It's gone. It turns into a
Distract
copper.
them with like a pin.
The quarter turns into a penny. Magic.
Turns into rock. Oh, I like it as that. There you go.
Sorry, I can't change it back. The magic's not strong anymore. It's done for the day.
That's why I'm using prestidigitation to illusion. Make it a rock.
I try to see if either one of them speak Elvish.
So you speak to them. Speak out loud in Elvish.
Do you understand Elvish?
No.
Freya will go. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Obviously, bastard. This whole freaking and
Since I don't even know what they said, I can't respond.
Exactly.
She doesn't even blink at you.
Do me a favor. Roll wisdom.
Oh, and I bet they have
Base 12.
head coverings on so I can't even see their damn ears.
What?
9 plus 3, 12.
She doesn't recognize you as not being...
You recognize what they said.
Oh, snap.
okay.
It doesn't help. I can't.
Bastard. In Elvis
Does
language.
he say heart in all languages?
No, it would be just in
Common.
common.
And then I speak in Uruguay. Like, do you understand Uruguay?
Okay, so he just growled in Urglic, the language of the beasts that killed her people that you were fighting with the first day.
So does Sheila get PTSD?
I never heard them talk.
You heard them howl. That's the reason why the whole
That's
mountain
it.
hell thing.
Yeah, I heard him howl and I heard him growl, and they then killed us.
Right.
Not quite me, but
And
almost.
that's why I'm just asking, do you automatically have a panic attack?
No,
No, because she never heard the language.
It's growling.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
language is the growling.
Look at in
Like,
the state that we were in, the growl was a growl and not language.
It's more of a
Right,
question.
no. So this one growls, and all he's saying is, you wonder what this guy might be with the Urglic or might know them.
I mean, I'm a hot fella. I don't.
He doesn't look like an Urglic.
Spy!
Well, that's true. And for that reason, she does not think he
She
is.
just kind of blinks at you.
But she hasn't seen that he's an elf either. Because his ears are most likely covered with some sort of head covering, right?
I don't know if that's the case. These are elves from warmer climes that are up here. They
Yeah, they probably don't even-
Like before we got
Well, he's
bundled
high
up.
enough. He's actually a bit more of a bluish purple.
I mean, before we got bundled up, I guess we weren't we were kind of exposed.
She mimics what? To you. What?
Hurt?
Brain injury?
Heart's gonna poke her again and say, "Trust Heart."
Aw, new
And
word.
beckon for her
Don't
thing.
shake hands.
Her,
Making it weird.
her talk box.
Okay.
Ice.
And knife ears? Are you calling us knife
I see
ears?
yours is fine.
Yep.
You get tapped on the shoulder again.
Hi.
Trust Heart.
He's got used a fourth word, and he's motioning to you.
He learned our word. That's our word.
Works three ways.
So because
He's
she only
reaching for your
gets to
top
learn
box.
so many words at a time,
he puts
we
his hands
determined
together
that the
and
first
does
word
like
that we both
this.
know is trust.
And then says trust.
as in trust me. So it's an attempt to have
a crick without
Hey, I don't know what you're
Yes.
doing, but trust, fine.
And you're
Good.
kind of broken right now.
Mm-hmm.
Can we do some
Not.
You want to tinker on him?
like
Actually,
like
Yes,
some
I
other
will.
tinker
But I
on?
figure we need to get
that'd be
going.
fun.
If we had gnomes, they have a chance at tinkering.
Well, it's
I got wisdom.
It's actually funny. He's got thieves' tools and disguise kit.
Yeah, well, just a moment.
So that's not a tinker's kit.
No, I know it's not.
You could try to
It's
break.
just that-
The only thing you could do is he does have a couple of canisters on the side and a place on his chest that do look like they might come apart.
Has
So
a
part of you is like, maybe they're hiding something inside there.
maybe the gnome
That's
inside
not
is-
necessarily a good thing, but it could be done.
So he's gonna basically ask you to trust him and ask for the box.
Be careful.
So what happened to you two? Why are you
He
all the way out
understands
here
all your words.
in
Remember that.
wreckage of flying ship?
Be careful.
Flying this one
It's
away from.
malfunctioning.
He's gonna nod.
I did something
She
I'm not
hands you the
proud of.
box.
So he's gonna take the box,
Shelf did
And
something
the
not proud of too.
two-sided cord.
Brought
This
metal,
guy's a dick.
and he's gonna take
brought
the
metal
two-sided
trash
cord,
can home. Kicked out of
and he's
home.
gonna plug it in.
It's all metal
Plug it in
trash can's
himself,
fault.
He
and
took me
send
away
part
from
of
the
his
orphanage
juice
I was taking care
into
of.
power the box.
was stealing from it.
instead of the crankshaft.
Well, I
So
took
that
for
she can-
one.
Orphanage.
I'm
Shield
taking
was 2%.
care of.
Yep.
Orphanage.
So his
Children?
your internal gauge
Little
is down to,
ones?
what, 32
No
now,
family?
So,
We were going by hours, so I
Hello?
have 48
Yes.
hours left.
Dead.
so you
So-
have
Dead
47,
Six.
Dead
46.
Dead.
40
Father and mother.
Yeah.
Clan didn't take.
Plus the walk time. So yeah,
No clan.
40,
That's kind of what the orphanage
So I
does.
say I run this for 2 hours.
So orphanage.
How's
Did you
it
come-
going?
Orphanage.
Okay,
Yeah.
for meta,
So
Yeah.
he hands you back the box. The box says fully charged.
we're playing it that pretty
utility
much
2 hours.
it's the tribal mentality.
Yeah, I know, that's
of
what I'm saying.
everybody is integrated
Feel
in
like
everything.
I
If
was
someone
2 hours,
dies,
2 hours
they're
is
pretty much
falling
immediately
apart.
adopted.
So then no clan was right.
So the concept of orphanage is foreign.
Yes. So no clan.
So yes, no clan was a good count. More roleplay, just
I got
getting-
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Suddenly she understands everything that's being said.
Suddenly.
Right. Also, that box translates all of them.
It translates what?
All
Everything.
Translates all of them.
Oh shoot, that's awesome.
When the box comes on, they're all talking, and all of a sudden you come into the middle of a conversation over kith and kin.
Oh, okay.
Like what?
Kin.
Kin. Kin?
You
You
This
understand
orphan?
they were talking about family.
Yes.
Okay.
Take care. I clan leader. Clan leader. The orphanage of kids, cubs.
The mute one is now the translator.
Isn't that funny?
you carry your weight.
In gold.
That's a lot of gold.
Yes.
Okay,
More
Don't trust him.
good.
Alright, don't trust her.
well, you'll immediately get this
What?
feeling.
What?
Gold means nothing to him.
Oh, okay.
Find a place to spend money out here.
And fur. Fur? Would
So-
that be better?
Well, no.
You guys
just-
wanna
you can say it.
Head
Go.
to Anchorage
Yes, as soon
Before it
as
gets-
possible.
and set up camp
Of
before it
course,
gets dark.
I don't know how much you understand of what I say, so. Okay.
Wait, why is she talking? How's she talking?
Wait. You
Am
know-
I talking now?
She's not talking. The box is talking in a male voice.
Oh.
Why is she
Explains a
talking?
lot.
Why is she talking?
Whatever she says comes out of the box as a male voice.
Oh.
How masculine.
Like a Disney
I-
tour guide.
I-
For example, speaking like this.
What are they with the long ears?
I had to have.
Oh, we're elves.
No.
Elvish descent. I'm only a half.
He's human.
I'm half elf.
Human.
With
Half elf.
Can't you tell by looking at them?
Walker.
They're both fey.
Goddamn racist.
He's a
Texas
walker.
Ranger.
Sorry, you're a walker, sir. You're right. Human.
In the middle of the conversation, Hart's gonna say, "Hart, help."
Can we give him that box for a second?
No.
Honestly.
Can you
Yes.
read that box?
He only knows 4 or 5 words.
Alright. You might know more because
He can only say
speaks.
4 or 5 words.
There we go. Wisdom over there.
But
He spoke
He pokes
Alvin.
him.
I think he has.
Thumbs up.
He knows a lot more
No.
than he says.
Yeah, if he can speak Alvish, Alvish, right? We were talking Alvish
Yeah.
earlier. And he should be able to speak.
Who knows what I speak? You just understand.
Ooh. Mysterious.
No.
No, you're speaking common.
Alright, come on, man.
He speaks one language. That's it.
He only speaks common and at the moment only
And
4 words.
Alright.
Well, he speaks English.
No, he speaks common. 4 words.
I don't want to
4
steal
words
the
of
thing
common.
now.
That's
Say
the
again?
I kind of want
What?
to steal
And
the...
Terran.
And Terran.
And some other random
Still,
language.
Oh, the little wind-up box?
Is it
Yeah.
only 4 words in Terran?
Wait, can
Or
I...
is it full
Oh,
language?
He only knows 4 words.
Okay.
I have access to 4 words.
Yes.
Does it translate for both ways?
His
Or
grammar
just-
program failed on him. He cannot speak other
That's a
than
question
4
for him.
words.
I believe it is.
Can I teach
this
him
point.
language?
So she says
You
something.
don't know.
It
You haven't
speaks in
tried.
common.
No, I
we
haven't.
say something
I'm
and
gonna
then
do
it
it tonight.
translates it into her gibberish.
Okay.
He was asking, does the box translate in both ways? And I believe it was yes.
The box translates all of the local languages to Terran.
And then translates Terran to common.
Right.
Needs to be wound up every 15
So
minutes.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, now it doesn't? Oh, yeah.
No. It had a charge function. I
I
told you that.
sacrificed my life energy.
He gave up some of his battery power for it.
Okay.
Wait.
We don't
No,
know
you
that.
don't know any
Oh,
of
we
it.
don't know any of that? No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying,
Don't
wait.
mention it.
Literally no one knows it.
No, I was just...
Wait,
So
does
nobody
she
knows?
know?
She
'Cause I
might
gave
know.
the meter thing.
You'd have to show them the meter because it's
I
not
know.
on all the time.
Yeah.
I know exactly what he did.
Yeah, she
I
would
was
know.
very
The
thankful.
3 of us.
All you know is he took the box from you and he hands it back charged. You do not know what he did.
Okay, I don't know what he did, but I know the upshot
Is that he charged it?
he charged it. But I also know that he's running an unlimited life.
But I'm just saying you did not specifically ask him what his rating is now, so you don't know how much he gave up.
Yeah. How long will it take us to get there?
To Anchorage?
Anchorage.
Oh,
10
If we
days.
press.
10 days of travel.
No, 10 days by rigger. You only have 1 rigger. You're not pulling 4 people on a rigger with that as well.
So it's going to take probably 20? Maybe twice the
12, 15 days.
Okay, so a little bit longer.
All right. How much battery life do you have?
Oh no, you're right. I said 10, so yeah, it's almost 20 because without the rigger, you can't make the big spans
Yeah, you
with wind.
can't go over big expanses with the wind and all the buffering and still have to spend
He
time.
can help. You know, like he'd be the second horse.
All right.
Horse or whatever. My horse didn't make
He
you.
will gently pat you
No,
on
your
the
horse is
shoulder.
there.
Oh, yeah, a horse? A horse is alive?
I
thought
hadn't described it all. You got that far. Yeah, there is an animal standing there.
Oh.
It's similar to the auroch in look. It's completely covered with this really deep fur, but it's from an equine background. It's called a brumby. It's basically like a steppes pony. So it's really hardy. Survives in these really cold temperatures. Its actual has
What a coincidence.
well, yeah, like I said, he was sent up here for a purpose. The nose of the animal actually closes so that it doesn't release the heat through its nostrils like a normal horse would. So actually, the little flanges close up a bit, and so its breath will come out, but it's able to slow its breathing.
At a slower pace.
That's cool. But I was referring him as a horse, and then he pulls.
Right,
I got
but
some
again,
alert on the some donated or something. I don't know.
Ooh.
Okay.
You got
Or we could use
a jingle.
both
jingle.
the horse and
Yeah,
the
jingle.
jackass.
Oh, we got a new follower. Welcome,
Yay.
Drifter.
Do you two need food?
Yay!
Yeah,
He doesn't, but I do, yeah.
Yes.
Welcome.
And
I've got a couple of rations.
And my mouse. Little puppy little mouse. See, look at he's hungry. He's rubbing his stomach right now.
Let's get
and
going.
you see it. You see it's clearly his thumb behind the fur causing it.
Just moving it.
The glass eyes are staring at you unblinkingly, so you know it's not a hole.
Are they a little bug-eyed, like one's going in the wrong direction?
Or they were just sewn in a little big.
Oh, if you shake it, is it like glass beads, like...
Little bubbles.
They just-
Yes.
Ice. Bleed. Oh my. She says it in the box. Now is there off switch for the box?
Yes,
You
you
can
can
turn it on and save
store
it.
some time. Yes.
I want to ignore you now.
Okay. All right. So yeah, exactly. We're now on ignore. You guys call to me. You better shout my name because I don't know what you're saying. So move yourselves out along that ridge. Come this way.
Are you leading, right?
When you get to that point,
Yeah.
looking further across the expanse, you do see something you didn't expect to see, and that is some form of construct. A large, looks like tower broken down on a cliff face ahead of you.
Exciting.
Should we leave
I've
it?
made the Anchorage pilgrimage before, right?
Right.
And this is new.
Well, it's not new. It's that normally you would have avoided the black because the black you can't run an ice rigger
Yeah.
across. So you're hoping this might be some form of shortcut because the Anchorage traverse is usually across open ice all the way. So you do. Well, you also remember we went too far west of north. So going north now, you're actually more than likely running into
We're
stuff.
trying to
that's-
cut off some of the time that we lost.
Right. But that structure is, it's as old as the bunker, if not older than the bunker where you found Hart.
Do we see this?
Is it right in the middle of our...
Oh yeah, you can see that as well. I didn't mention that. Yeah, in a perfect equilateral pyramid up there on the top of the...
Is this stuff right in the middle of our path, or is it off to the side?
Can you go in it?
It's, well, that's only within 60 feet, 60 yards of you, so yeah.
Well, if I can avoid it, I don't want to go through it. I got kicked out of my tribe for just finding him in one. I don't want to find
Oh
something
no,
else to get up.
that structure, the first one, the obelisk, the scratching on it appears to be in the Kith language. It's actually
Did they have a written language?
long ago,
It's
Can
more
you read
tradition. It's very seldomly read.
right?
It's the scary runes that the old ones have.
Exactly. You happen to say that out loud, and somebody here is going to be freaking out. You say, "Oh yeah, it's the writing that the old ones used."
We should keep going.
Exactly.
Can we read it?
We have no time for side trips.
Do I recognize anything?
I don't know. It might be.
The building up on the
We
building
have,
up
we
on the
have
ridge
no time.
does
We're
look
not
like
at Anchorage
tower.
at the right moment. We will not be able to leave.
Anchorage.
You
I'm
can
a-
add
Okay.
the word console.
I know, I thought-
No. To him,
To your language.
Anchorage is a meeting.
Oh, it's a meeting.
It's not a place.
Oh.
Hart's
Okay.
gonna say console.
Pointing at this.
Ooh.
Console?
Is that talking to me? Or
Just out, just
It's a
yeah.
word I would recognize.
Console good? Console bad.
He doesn't say.
Click on. Consoles usually control things.
Oh god. Oh.
She clicks on the box and says,
Yeah, it
It might be a ship. I don't know if we can
you
get out of
can
here.
control something, but I don't see anything to
A
control.
shortcut, and you can meet your meeting.
Ice shelf presses forward, not going to console, going down the path
This
to
is a
Anchorage.
console?
Oh, how about we ask the robot guy?
Yeah.
The thing.
Yeah, he's
the
pointing at this.
mechanic monster.
Again, yes.
No closer
Where
than
did
half to
console
go.
come
Do
from?
you need console?
See? He knows more than four languages. Four words.
No, he can only speak for it.
That's only his fifth word.
Oh, it's his fifth word.
Not one of mine. Yep.
Is it like?
Right, they don't know that part.
I know,
It is a
that's
fifth
why I
word.
stopped.
Oh, all right.
It is a fifth word.
Yes.
After they told you he only speaks four
Oh,
words,
yeah.
and they didn't tell you what those four words were.
True.
So far, you've heard three.
Oh, dang it.
You've
All right.
heard heart,
So I don't know. All right. Yeah, okay. Three.
heart, help, trust,
Uh-huh.
and now console.
Console. Oh, that's four. All right. Well then, never mind. So you speak. You say console what?
No, just once.
He just shakes his head. Don't. Can't answer questions.
Oh, I didn't know if he was in character or not.
Oh, you speak English. Only the first part that I just mentioned in this part to explain it. Okay.
That's great.
Okay, we go on. I don't see if we're going to get these people to Anchorage.
I'm pushing forward.
Yeah.
Going past this.
This is the first time he's said console to you guys?
What?
First time we've heard it.
Ice shelf hears him.
And she
Ice
turns
shelf
it on.
don't care.
Should we check it out maybe?
No,
Do we ask
not
him?
if you're going to survive.
Time is short. Winds are strong.
We'll come back.
We must go before
Hart
the
follows
storm.
them.
Yeah,
Us,
Okay.
sir.
He
So-
doesn't say that, he just does it.
we screwed it.
Ice shelf leads you farther down the central valley. This is still, by his reckoning, the shortest path towards Anchorage. And
Can I make a perception check to see if there's any tracks of animals or anything, something we wouldn't want to run into here?
Good point. Go ahead.
I want to take the road less attackable.
We've got the ice rigger with us, right?
Wait, it's
Perception.
Heart, help, trust,
21.
what?
Oh wow.
You haven't heard the
Well, I
other
got a
one.
+6.
Wow. All right.
But you haven't heard, you don't know.
Well, we try to get your box back.
Hey, we received 100 messages today with the Restream chat. Yay!
Yay.
We saw the what?
We're up to 100 messages through Restream.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
For
Any
just
requests?
today, or
No, that's combined all of them so far.
Oh, okay.
It's a
People
it's a
have
low
talked
tally.
100 times,
Right.
which is
I just-
good. Keep talking.
Keep chatting.
I just wasn't sure if it was for this stream alone.
I'm gonna go into the stream and go 101,
Nice.
102.
Or you're just gonna start saying heart repeatedly.
Hard.
No, just the emoji.
Console.
No, it's the emoji when you do something you love.
Alrighty, yeah, and just to save the amount of time typing, just a reminder that we run games here at the store, live stream on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays at 6 p.m. and on Sundays at 1 p.m. So the streams are all, we stream them all. So we're on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook.
Facebook.
All right,
Nikos, for all your
Yes.
cryopathian needs.
Okay, so what did you roll on your?
I got a 21 on perception.
Yes, there are a lot of footprints here, many of which look like Urglik.
With that, could I tell if they are recent or if they are
They are
past?
they are somewhat in the past. There are drag marks indicating, though, that something rather large was dragged through here at some time in the past, away from this place. So, going the opposite direction you're going now.
The opposite direction we're going.
Like somebody took something from here and dragged it out.
Okay.
As you're continuing down down this crevasse,
I do convey that to everyone that there was something here in the past. I don't want them just going. I do want to give the info. I want to give it.
okay. After a ways, the flooring here actually becomes regulated. Almost looks like slabs, like
Like tiles.
like the ground has been tiled here. It's not. It's no longer natural flooring, but man-made or at least intelligent design.
Constructed.
Constructed.
The construction, it's not natural.
Hart is going to gently run one of his armatures along the crevices of the stonework.
Okay.
Just while they walk.
Sure. So it's a nice scraping sound.
That's nice.
Sounds like
But just
fingernails on blackboard.
It's not,
No,
not a
no.
metal. He probably has like rubber grips or
It's-
something.
so it's a
Something, but it's just-
He's not like pressing in or
It's
dragging
the sound of
something
just dragging it along the wall is the thing. It's
Yeah.
still an irritating noise.
just for a little bit. Anyway, once you realize what it is, it's not so annoying. Anyway, the
sharp. Probably the wind's louder than that.
Wishful.
Anyways.
then as you go ahead and come around that corner, you'll see the rather surprisingly monstrous alabaster sphinx.
That thing.
Yeah, he can't even see it from where he is, so he's.
Yeah, I can't see it yet. I won't.
Is this
when
a
I
monster
see it,
or
yeah, I'll have a reaction.
No, it's
It's a statue.
construction.
Okay.
It's a statue.
Oh.
But it's like all this black rock, all the ice, and now this
White.
Wait, and
This
not only that,
pristine white.
the gilded hair, if you will, of the
headdress?
Sphinx, the headdress of the Sphinx.
One of these things is not like the others.
Can I rush to that?
I think that's something to say for
chip
this
out the
group
gold?
too.
You're going to charge it?
Chip out the
Frickin'
gold, yeah.
other.
Okay, so he goes sprinting towards it. So she goes sprinting towards it. So put her 6 inches ahead of everybody else.
So just pass her here.
Yeah, you're about that's better than halfway there.
Oh,
There you go.
nice.
Oh, sorry. Wrong one.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's the Mary figure, or not Mary, Voldra.
Bam! All right, cool.
Laura.
I'm gonna get myself killed
I'm
probably.
still back there. We didn't move.
Yeah.
She just ran.
I ran. You
She
did.
bolted, going, "Ooh, shiny!"
Pretty much.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
What is Hart's movement speed? Is it just 30?
He can go faster.
Okay.
Please come with me.
I think To determine dash, you
who's
mean?
running?
Me.
Just you?
It is me.
Oh, okay.
It's
Alright, I'll just watch you leave.
Alright, cool. I'm fine with that.
No, it's okay.
No, I'm fine with that.
Wait, how high is this? The console?
There's no danger yet.
What's up?
I know.
How high is the console?
How high is
10,
council?
15,
If there was
20,
danger.
25, 30, 35, 40, at
10.
least 40.
10.
I would have to.
80.
No worry.
10 feet each.
So 80 feet
I have
up.
that.
80 feet up. You have to climb up the rocky ridge to get up there.
And each ridge is 10 feet tall.
How long would it?
How long would it take?
Without a climb speed, it would take you pretty much.
Oh, man.
Without climb speed, each traverse is going to take you one full round.
Alright.
So
A round is usually 6 seconds, but that's like if you're really pressing
it's a
yourself.
drain.
that's literally grabbing it and pull yourself up into the 10 feet.
How high can I jump?
Oh my god, please say you can jump high.
White robots can't jump.
Oh.
Oh!
That'd just be fun.
Ah!
The same robot that falls off just
Put
suddenly.
that one on the other side. 'Cause it's got
Oh, I
a
was
narrow
just
base.
gonna-
No one that dies.
Put it over on the far side.
Put this one
come
over
back.
here.
There you go.
You don't know what's happening.
Yeah, so she runs forward, and as she runs forward, she sees these blue-skinned, horrible, monstrous-looking beasts.
Can I hide?
Yeah, that's you. You're looking. Right?
I run down the corner and hide.
Run away! You're gonna run. You're
You
gonna
gotta
and hide.
You would have to run back.
Oh, I have to run back.
There's no cover.
Oh, there's no cover?
Yeah, because you literally ran across.
I'll run back then.
Heart starts sprinting.
Okay. So move her the 66 inches back. Move the robot 6 inches forward.
Just until he's
Just
past-
basically
the
put it
robot
back
see
where
you?
she- Yeah, right there's fine. And then the robot.
You here?
About there, yeah.
Yep.
Then he's going to extend all of his freaky arms and whir his blades and make a loud robot-y noise.
We've already determined that.
Oh, I thought it was going to be the Windows startup.
When it
noise.
speaks, it doesn't actually have. There's no vocalization behind it.
Mm-hmm.
What you're hearing are the grinding sounds of the mechanisms of its mouth to make the noise.
Like if you've ever heard cymbals rub against each other, they kind of vibrate in that way.
Yeah.
And then he uses his
So
mouth
it's-
hole to...
it's just the sound of the two metal pieces grinding together.
Okay.
So you're making all these horrible noises, and these two horrible things start roaring.
Can I roll to intimidate? Is that a thing I can do?
You can attempt to intimidate.
Sure. I'm going to use a big red one. That didn't work.
That was intimidating.
What are my arms for?
Sure. Roll a d6 to see which one. Sounds good.
6.
Okay, one of the lifters.
Does the
6 is one of my armatures.
Oh, an armature, even worse.
Okay,
One of those that
I was
are
gonna say
just
there was a
take
I
it.
already had them pre-numbered
Nice.
just in case.
Nice.
I was going to say if it was one of the lifters, does the giant pile of scraps fall?
That's
with
what I was
it?
gonna. Yeah, but no. So as he goes forward and his arms start doing this, one arm falls to the ground. It's still whirring for a few more minutes as he left it programmed.
He tries not to
I go back
break
after
character.
seeing that.
Well, you're
But
rolling
in
back
the
with
roars of the beast, you
takes
speak
you a turn.
Uruk,
Oh, it takes me a
and
turn.
you hear a voice say, "Stay away, infidel or unbeliever."
Non-believer.
Do they have something the equivalent to Deuce Full?
Yes.
So the big question is, actually, here, because you didn't really get to see them, compared
Are they
to our
Uruk
figures,
or-
they're Urglooks. So
Giant.
size comparison, they're much bigger than us.
I think we need to find a new way to go.
That's her speech. Oh, look, they're bigger than us.
What do you
We should
mean?
find a new way
I
to go.
was almost killed by them.
I know.
And I have no better weapons now than I had at the time.
I know. So she's heard the voice of Urlik and says, "I think we should go another way."
Yes.
I'm gonna move in front of.
What religion do they have?
Yeah, ours.
Not ours. Alright.
But apparently they've made this thing into something that's religious because we're all.
Or they just found it. We don't know their story.
Do they have an Ewok situation? Am I a deity to them?
No, if anything, they're mocking you.
They told you to leave. Actually, does he understand them?
No. Okay. That's why I told him specifically.
I'm gonna-
No, I was just curious.
I'm gonna move in front of Heart. I'm like,
Well, Hart was still sprinting, so
Yeah,
you
you
have
know.
to sprint to chase him.
I'm like,
He's not sprinting in front. He stopped when he's in front of everybody.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like a defensive.
I got the impression when you said sprinting that you were still running pell-mell towards them.
No. Just
Well,
because
he did say it before she said ran back.
Gotcha.
And so she ran
I was
back,
like,
you ran forward. As soon as she passed, I'm assuming you stopped.
I tell the two because she's like, calm yourselves.
calm thine tits.
Ew.
And then I try to stop Hart on the other side, like,
Stop.
You're gonna get eaten.
Heart help.
I'm beginning stealth procedures.
Yeah. Go ahead and put 4 of those. They're climbing around on it, basically.
we don't have to
Just
fight.
lay them on its side.
They're
on either
taking
side.
the gold.
There you go. The one on the other side.
Oh, we're
Gonna
gonna
die.
Don't worry, man.
Mush!
They go, Chieftain say, holy place, leave.
Okay, we'll find another way around. Is that okay?
Leave!
Alright, let's
Okay.
leave.
And then I try to push Hart backwards.
Which is really funny, because he
Picks up his
weighs,
arm.
we've already determined he weighs someplace close to a ton.
You
so
slide backwards.
He is not
Nice.
light by any means.
They fall and dig under the ground.
He's gonna pick up his arm, look at them with red eye, and then walk back.
Okay.
I'll hurt
Do you need
feelings.
some eye drops?
She
or
will look
some
at
headlight fluid?
For dry eye, try clear eye.
Okay. So you're backing off from that path.
What are they claiming as holy?
The gold.
The what?
The Sphinx.
He says
Yeah.
she says the gold. She didn't mention the Sphinx. She's the only one other than Hart that's seen it. at this moment.
Heart, just a moment.
Hey, thanks for the bits.
She will walk up to at least see it. I mean, there will be a very covert walk up.
You
to
need
it.
to
Well, if we walk up to it,
Yeah,
right,
they're
they
asking
might
about-
No,
they're asking
and
for
peek
the,
around the corner. Oh, she takes
Discord.
something
And
else.
Old Discord
Okay.
is
A
not
mirror.
comments.
I can do it.
Send him a Discord.
Wait,
Send him a
just a
chat.
moment. She takes out a mirror, she
You
has a
handle the
steel
game.
mirror,
Okay. Well,
and she just looks around
Okay,
the corner
sounds
to
good.
see what it is. And she stops and she pulls
I don't think
back.
that's a good idea.
yeah.
Well, you're speaking, I don't have my box on right now because I can't waste the charge.
I didn't see you shut it off since you were last talking.
She said that she.
Okay, she did. Okay.
Like,
If I could speak,
Remember, it was the
But
eye
if you're
portion
talking,
of
if
it.
you're talking, then
I'm-
I need to be clear. You need to be clear that I didn't.
okay, well, she just walks up, she takes out a steel mirror that's in her, and she just looks around the corner to see what it is.
Well, okay. So as you're approaching, they're going to be walking back.
Yeah, I understand. I want to see what it is.
But you're gonna attack.
I want to see them,
Alright.
the
Okay.
Urgliks.
So when you look around the corner, you see the
That's not,
Urgliks.
that's not her. That's me.
She's the.
She was the one you were
unpainted
using first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
For these little things, you don't really need to move them until
Oh,
you
yeah.
just
Yeah,
move
yeah,
them.
yeah,
Yeah,
It's okay.
You'll be fine leaving them be until something is
Yeah,
sent.
yeah. If all of a sudden I said, okay, now they're attacking, roll initiative, make sure
I
the
bet
models are
because you're
disordered.
grabbing the dice. I'm like, oh no.
He likes to fondle his
If
dice.
I fiddle with the dice, it's intended to create a little bit of nervousness. And that's a good thing.
As soon as she sees
Good
the
thing.
Sphinx, she backs up.
Okay, no, as soon as you see the Sphinx, that should freak you out. That's a Egyptian Terran thing.
Yes, it is.
That you should
It
be
should
more
not
in
be
shock than
That's
anything.
exactly. That's what she. It's like the first reaction is get out of the sight, but she is shocked.
So then she's stuck.
But I'm not going to talk here. I'm going to get back.
Okay, so she walks back. She's got this stunned look on her face.
It's like going
like-
to Mars and finding an Audi.
Right. Well, actually, more than likely, what is
She
it?
turns on the box.
What's the one he just sent?
Ice.
What?
The Tesla.
Tesla. It'd be finding the
but that's
Tesla
the
on
thing.
Mars.
But no. The reason why it'd be weird to find an Audi is who the hell sent the Audi? We know who sent the Tesla.
It's like finding the Empire State Building. Wait a minute.
Right.
Yeah.
That was back.
She said that shouldn't be here.
It was much smaller, but this is.
We shouldn't be here.
Yes, but that shouldn't be here. That is right from my home world. That
Okay.
Let's leave.
that
And
She's
talk later.
speaking and making no sense because
Oh.
she's going as blah 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 blah.
Oh. He's only.
She's staring at you. No, she's staring at you guys, going, "That shouldn't be here." Blah blah blah. But actually, all you hear is blah 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 blah.
I nod my head up and down, and
She's
I'll
gonna
continue
poke
walking.
her and point at the box.
She turns on the box. She says, "That should not be here. It's Terran. It
That
was
should not
old,
be here.
ancient
That
Terran."
is one of the most ancient treasures of Earth.
Ooh, can I have it? Sorry.
Like, how much treasure are we talking?
It's made of stone.
She didn't say
But
treasure.
there's gold in that
No.
beautiful thing.
All that glitters is not real
If
gold.
we're gonna kill them,
All that is not gold is pica.
if we're gonna kill them,
I've seen plenty.
Wait. If it's a rock from a different Earth, like, does its like molecular density way different than? Because it
You have no idea.
Oh dang! I want this rock now.
If you want to live, follow me down this way.
There
If
will
you
be
want to
another
rush to
rock.
your deaths, go seek riches that are tainted. I start leading the way towards the alternate route.
Yeah,
I
Do you
follow
want
him.
to tell
I'll follow
them
him.
about the message heard around the world?
Well, I can do better than that.
Okay.
One of the things that would have happened, probably more than likely, is what led you guys to come this far north, was about 3 weeks ago, in story time, your characters would have heard the following. I've got a copy of it here.
Everyone mentally received a vision and a message.
Everybody
From
on
an angle.
anybody of
Independence
sentience.
Day.
every sentient being.
It's pretty much
It's
Independence
the
Day
Independence
themed.
Day.
But not the
Like it.
others. Only Nycosians.
No, she got it.
No, the others got it.
She didn't. She didn't.
Oh, I thought you said she got it.
You told me I got it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Everyone got it because they're sentient.
Yeah.
I thought
See, he
he
didn't.
said. Oh, well.
No,
Yeah.
we wish that everybody could hear it.
He wanted the others to hear it.
My name is Roleplaying, and I am the first crewmate of the Revening. Last week, we were
Can you turn it up a
I'm
bit?
trying.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
nor leaving Valara.
You okay?
Yeah, it's a cough.
Shading and calling his aggressors others. They are a desperate and savage enemy, capable of leveling capital cities in the span of seconds. They also believe with right of ancient, unsubstantiated scripture that this planet, one where even the air itself attempts to rebuke them, is theirs. I can assure you that it is not. Nycos belongs to us, the people of this world. From the beggar to the king, from farmer to artisan, from Aladdin to Storm, from Grim to Second, it is ours. And it is ours to defend. We need not desperately defend for long. Our enemy cannot remain in the sky for long, and once they fall, so very early to destroy our cities. I ask that we put aside our differences for a time, so that we can remember those differences later. I ask that even the veils themselves, from the reds who do not see black, from the whites who do not see blue, from the yellows who do not see indigo, for all the rest, all 11 of us, to set aside our differences and unify. In this moment, we do not fight for control. We are not fighting for freedom. We do not fight for truth. We will fight for our very right to have our different opinions. I entreat you, all millions of you, to do these 3 things. First, protect you and your neighbor. Not all of Nycos breeds warriors, and not all of us will be able to face the enemy head on, nor should we. Your first task will be to keep you and your Nycosian brethren safe. Nycos is neither its cities nor its monuments. It is its people and their magic. Second, unify. Find your neighbors, staff strongholds, and hidden outposts, where people can rally and gather. Muster your strength so that you may direct it towards those who hurt us. Third, attack. Seize every moment, every opportunity. No victory is too small, no strategy completely out of bounds. Every step we take against a 300,000 strong enemy is every step that should be taken. For they will take every step they can against us. You'll find that though they use weapons that can kill quickly from afar, they are cowardly and ignorant of our power. I assure you, we will not go quietly against them. We will not vanish from this land. We are going to survive. When it all ends, thrive. If you choose to follow my advice, then I welcome you to the Nycosian Fencers. I welcome all of you with open arms to the Rainbow Weapon. I welcome all of you to the Gathering Magic. NycosRPG.
Alright. Yay, so now you're caught up.
Alright.
I don't think I would hear that.
So wait.
No, you didn't.
You're not.
I was asleep.
Arguably, are you sentient?
Well, no, arguably he was shut down. You guys just woke him up. So he was not, therefore,
So
accessing data inputs at that point.
So-
are they the enemy that the voice? No. The humans. What?
There's so much you have yet to catch up. The
So-
idea is that the way he intentionally said it does not clearly define who the other are, except he says that they use weapons to destroy cities. Universally, all of us have had in the storyline, except for the Kith, the people who lived up in the Icelands, they don't have cities large enough to have been affected. Any place that had a city of considerable size suffered one of two fates. They either abandoned their city on the orders of the mortals, the humans that showed up in spacecraft said, "Get out, or we will destroy you." Or they failed to get out, in which case they were destroyed. At least 30 times across the planet, a device was used that did 75 points of damage to everything within a 1 mile radius. Basically killing any normals.
Like a mini Nick.
Well, consider that children and commoners only have 1 hit point.
And so they obliterated huge
My
populations.
kiddies.
The younglings.
If you were in a big enough city, yes, your orphanage unfortunately might have gotten hit.
Oh, I
My
can't
dad
wait
could
now.
take that.
If you
Well,
were
not only that, those that survived are now going to be inundated with orphans.
And I definitely need to take care of them.
Right. So
So
that is more than likely why you came north, was to try to petition for additional funds for the orphanages that you're affiliated with.
So 2 things to keep in mind, just for meta.
Mhm.
1, the Kith, my people, we don't give any care towards this message. The others or whatever. Every day is a struggle just to survive. This is...
So who the others are doesn't matter.
To us.
The very concept. This was all being broadcast by something that looked like a human being with wings. And cats
He
and
was in
birds
David
don't
form.
necessarily. What's that?
He was in Deva.
He was in angelic form. That's what I
Okay.
said. A mortal, looks like a human being with wings, just big and gray. But a big human with wings puts him in the bird category, and the Kith aren't going to pay too much attention to what a bird says anyway, from their standpoint.
No.
So
But it doesn't matter to them about others because life is trying to kill you. The world
Sounds
itself.
good.
All right.
So my people don't care about the others, don't care about the message, don't care about that. But in meta, for your 2's benefits, just so you know for the future, she would be regarded as an
But
other.
they don't
character.
know that.
I'm saying meta.
Okay. I get right.
Meta. She would be regarded.
I want to go to
But
that
it's
thing where
just
we're
for
walking
meta, so you guys don't ask it 2 weeks in and go, wait, isn't she? So why are we da-da-da-da?
Okay.
In meta, you now know.
down.
All right. So you've pulled back from the encounter with the Urglix, and you're instead climbing the ridge towards console.
Sweet.
He bridge
Are we on here?
attaches his
So what?
arm.
Okay. Go ahead and roll percentage dice for me.
95.
Okay. Contains. Seems like it's functioning again.
Yeah.
Okay. Now climbing was a little bit easier because then you just walk.
Put 'em up.
Basically,
We
drive your
don't
legs
need
like
to.
pile driver into the wall and
Cool.
like spikes.
I will try to put his arm back on before we go.
Oh,
I already did.
he's
already
he's actually fashioned it. By the time you get over there to look at it, he's got it back into place and it's functioning.
He's going through his
Subtests, yeah.
sub-tests.
I'll never play a violin again. I'll never
My
play.
middle finger keeps.
Nice.
I don't know.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
You don't
So
have a little finger, you have the second thumb.
He said middle finger.
he only has 4 fingers. He only has 4 fingers.
He only has 2 fingers, no.
I find some
middle
root-
fingers.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
He puts them together because that's really big. Yeah. All
I
right.
need to have 3 big fingers.
Okay. So go ahead and put yourself up 3 layers up
There we
that
go.
climb.
Art's gonna take up the rear in case anyone falls. He can try to catch them.
Okay, I go up to.
Hopefully, he remembers which arm to catch them.
Okay, everybody makes a DC 10 check to climb.
Climbing speed, does that affect that at all? Or
If you have climbing speed, you make it without even a roll.
Okay.
This is your natural terrain.
Exactly. Well, we established Blackrock was a little out.
It's alien. It's alien, but I'm just talking about
The environment.
climbing on cold stuff is not a problem to you. These guys are like, oh, my hands are cold.
Hey, what is it?
10 or less, or 10 or more.
It's a athletics check.
Be athletics or acrobatics, depending how you want to do it.
So
18.
Now we roll on a d20. We
So
need
you would
to-
probably want to use your dexterity, so +2.
Okay. Which dice do I use?
That
We
one.
roll on a d20.
Whenever you make a check,
Yeah.
you're always using your
10 or
d20.
better.
Okay.
And
Well,
you use
plus
whatever-
your bonuses.
I got 10 exactly.
plus your modifiers.
Which one's my?
Oh,
Dex or strength, depending on how you do it.
Unfortunately, it's a +1 or a +2. So
yeah, I'm
he
dead.
got a 4.
Just
Okay,
down
my
two.
games.
Well, it makes sense. The urchin's gonna need some help climbing up.
Can I lift him? Or
Her?
It. Hey,
Yeah,
lift her?
it's so good.
The pronoun game.
Yeah, you
I
lift
help
him.
they.
Yeah, he drives one of his feet into the ground so you can use it as a step so you can climb up.
Thank you.
And so
Keep
move,
one of my lifter arms like
go
underneath.
move him up 3 more levels. Another DC 10 check.
No, wait, what?
So you roll
Hi,
again. and
thank
you're
you
trying
for
to get
that,
better.
helping him.
Same dice.
Exciting.
Hard help.
15
So plus your 2.
plus so 17.
So that time he did a lot better.
Okay. Okay. When you get up to the side of the structure, it is badly damaged. There, three of the walls are gone. Basically, one structural wall remaining. Metal door hanging, flopping open to nothing. Just basically, all it is just the door is left on its one hinge. Just
Empty shed, basically.
yeah.
that's all we see? Empty shell?
From this range, you're still 60 feet away.
One wall stands, 3
Alright.
appear to be gone.
Well, I'm gonna go the rest of the way because we're already mostly there.
Okay.
And can I do like an investigation check?
Sure. Go ahead.
One intelligence.
18
Plus whatever your intelligence modifier is.
plus 0.
Okay, so yeah, by when you go over and start like kicking around the debris and stuff, you do see a small unit against the last standing wall that's about 3 feet high, 3.5 feet high, and about 2 feet wide, and has a single gray eye looking at you.
Creepy.
It's a rectangular shaped eye.
I will go up the rest
I was
of the way.
thinking of something else.
Like a carving.
When you're looking at it, you can see yourself kind of twisted, like you're not standing square.
Distorted.
Kind of want to poke it.
Okay.
But
So do you
Poke
poke
with
it?
what?
Do you poke it?
Do you poke
but
it?
poke it with the jab.
Okay, while you pull out your javelin. Okay, so you're pulling out your javelin. The rest of the guys can climb up as well.
I help anyone who's having difficulty.
Anyone know what this is?
Let me
can
take
I
a
roll
look
like
at it.
Art.
Can I roll for?
Show your strength.
Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
How dare.
Okay. I go up and go in.
There's no. The door's just swinging open.
Yeah, she just.
The door literally opens out into the cliff face above
Okay.
the. From this vantage point, you can look down and see that the Urglik are doing some kind of weird dance around the structure. So move the guys that are up on
Yep,
it.
yep.
Back down.
Can I?
They're doing this weird jump dance around the outside.
Can I look if there's anything on top
Console.
of the thing? Of the this thing?
On top of it,
Console?
Yeah.
you see
She goes up to
you
the
see where
console.
there's some scratches and claw marks, like something's dug at it. But
Would she and I recognize the square thing?
Yeah, it looks similar to the one where you found him.
Okay. She clicks on the box and says, I have an idea what this is. Let me check it out. And then she clicks off the box.
You're kind of shaking its head as you approach it.
Does
Yeah.
it charge you?
I'm not touching it. Yeah.
I brace for inevitable
Dude.
cock-ups.
What's gonna go wrong? It's gonna go more. They're using more. I get no more.
Did it blow up?
No, you have to clarify. He was thrown out of his village for this thing walking into his town.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. Literally, I was kicked out of my entire family because he just came with us.
Wow.
So I literally don't want any. I don't want anything to do with
When
technology.
you land in the
Can I
mud,
remind that
you hit
character?
the mud pie.
That's
you
right.
know?
Yeah.
You're already dirty. You might as well enjoy it.
Okay.
So she goes up to the council and takes a look at it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a wisdom check.
I am
We got a new
helping,
friend.
looking over her shoulder.
Moving debris.
My mouse says, hey.
I'm readying
What
myself.
does the mouse say?
It says, hey, touch the shiny eye.
14
That's the
plus-
shiny eye.
I'm bracing for the inevitable explosion.
plus wisdom 2. 16.
Hey, we just unstoppered an Urgluk volcano. They're spewing out in droves.
Fire warning.
Yeah. Okay. So 16. It looks like a standard, what you call a QWERTY keyboard with the number pad off to the right hand side, and looks like a little joystick built in.
I want to
What
play
she
with
does is she sees if there's
Play Space
an
Invaders.
on-off.
Oh, you may control the... sorry.
So you're looking for the on and off switch. It's very funny. She's looking for the little IO symbol on the side of them.
Yeah, the IO switch.
Okay. While she's looking for that, you guys are up there. The Urgluk that's out in front of the thing is speaking to it, basically petitioning it, calling for blessings upon the kill. That the hunt will be righteous. That they will have enough for their tribe.
I'm gonna need this in writing.
Does the console have a port?
Moving stuff around, you can't find one. You do find where it might have attached to the wall, but the weird strings aren't there.
Do we see...
I'm
see
gonna dangle
oh,
the double-ended,
Ooh, dangle-do.
the double-ended plug cord.
I'm gonna look for a hole to put the cord.
She'll look for a
Help me
port.
look.
It doesn't. Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
have
seem to
a
matter.
port.
Okay.
While you're looking, though, go ahead and make a intelligence check. Investigation, in particular.
Okay.
If you have investigation, then that's even better. But
I was gonna
No.
say, do we want to even
Not
see
one
if
of
these
my,
things are in the same era? Generation 1, Generation 5?
Not good.
You might have to stay.
Intelligence would be a 7.
Yeah, she'd be the only one to tell us if it was basically a prototype or not.
7.
7, yeah. There's. It looks like when you actually get down and look underneath, it looks like all.
Oh, I
of the-
forgot. Proficiency counts? No.
Yeah, this only make it a 9.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks like basically all of the spaghetti that you would normally find underneath these things is gone. Looks like somebody's pulled it all out.
Okay.
Those of you that are looking out over the Urgluks, go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Could she possibly look through her
Well,
bundle
the good news
of
is, as a
tech
wizard, you have
cord
a plus
things that were made
3.
into jewelry where they might have come from somewhere?
There is a possibility if she
your
wants to do
modifier is
that.
the plus number.
Yes, I
Okay, so
certainly
whenever you make a
will.
roll,
What was
you
your
add
percentage on that?
number?
Okay.
If
Percentage?
If you have a
Yeah.
bubble
No, I rolled
you
a
add
20 on the
2
D20,
top
but-
of it.
No. When we created it, I gave you
So
a
We
percentage
didn't-
number.
When
When
the
he gives
session's
you all the
over,
tech
I'll help
stuff
finish
from
your
the
character
trial.
sheet because there are some stuff we missed.
You rolled percentage
Okay.
dice. Do you remember what you rolled?
Okay.
Because you have
Should have written it
one
down.
efficiencies.
Yeah, 65, I think.
No, that
that's
was on.
why-
That was what he just
Still
rolled this
funny.
for his. There
Oh,
was
it's
one we rolled
perfectly
something. I remember. I happen to remember this one. So.
And then you
Of
specifically
your
say it, and there's a
element.
double-ended
In
plug.
all
on top.
honesty, you should.
Right.
You two would
I'm
be
sorry, I
making
didn't
everything
write it
a
down.
disadvantage here. Just like how in a big city, I would be making
34%.
Hey Matt, did you write it down?
34%.
The percentage on the tech stuff that she found.
That your tribe?
65.
No, that was on his today. On your original
No,
find. When the tribe
61.
gave you their stuff, I gave you a number.
You did?
Nope, 61.
I think I just reminded her. It's 34 is what we rolled at the time. But she didn't. Okay, so the good news is that you don't find anything from amongst the pile that will work. But you notice that all of that the Urgluk have weird pieces of red and blue
Hair ties.
stuff. The stuff tying their hair together, punch through their ears. You have
We're gonna have to
like
fight
diodes and switches that they've attached to their skin.
We might have to go down there to talk to them.
You don't talk to them, they kill.
Oh!
Can I check out this
Can I
wall?
throw acid bomb at...
You could drop yes. You could do acid splash,
Acid splash.
which is a
60-foot range.
60-foot range. You're well within that. No, you're not.
You're 80.
You're 80 feet.
Oh, so it would work.
You'd have to descend down. You'd climb on top of the statue from here.
I want to do that.
You sure? You want to do that?
Could I?
I think he's sure.
I'm sure. Honestly.
Travis, no.
Now this
Oh,
wall.
okay, you know what?
How
I'll wait.
close is it to tumbling over?
How close is the wall? The wall's not going to tumble
Master
over.
ever says,
It's
"Are you
actually
sure?" Chances
some
are
form of
that's his
concrete.
only
There's
way of
actually,
fairly saying,
if you got at the
"Don't
top
do
of it, you'd see
Do it and you
metal
might
rods
die.
through it.
Okay.
This is ancient.
Might.
You don't want to do it if the Dungeon Master says, "Are you sure?"
No, okay, that's not always the
Sometimes.
case. I always ask because if it happens to be something that's going to be a bane to you, I don't want to be accused of not giving you an opportunity.
Okay.
On the other hand, sometimes I'll say it just to double check your confidence.
And sometimes it works out amazingly, like when you take a clear magic wand and make an ancient artifact out of it.
Exactly.
Right.
How
You
many
never
rations
know.
do I have?
Could be the perfect.
Right, anything you want to do?
How many rations do I have on me?
Okay, how many rations?
Yeah.
What's your
Yeah,
bag? What's your pack? Dungeoneers
Explorer.
or explorers?
Explorers.
10.
You've got enough
You have
to last
10
10
days of
days.
rations.
Has anyone said you know the books almost too well?
No, he's my RAW. I like it. You
No,
can
I'm
never
just
know the rules too
impressed.
much.
It's just like
I have to make like 2 or 3 characters a week.
Yeah, he's always built characters, so it's impressive.
it is. I can't remember my schoolwork that well.
I'd like to call out to them.
I can't.
So you're gonna
remember
shout
my
down
school
to
either.
Yeah. Can they
Wait, what?
What are you
I'm
going to
trying
shout?
to-
What are you going to shout? Since you're shouting it, they don't have to tell. No, but you need to tell me what you're going to say.
Hair looks. I've got the high ground.
Your god told me to give you food for 10 days. 10 days worth of my food.
What? Oh, you could have
The
been...
Urgluk stop chanting. He growls in Urgluk, so now you recognize the voice. The sound he made before, he's definitely making the sound of them. They all stop.
She does move to a, shall we say, a balanced fighter's stance.
Okay, raising the crossbow.
Is her
The
box
bow?
on?
At his head?
Is her box on?
No.
Oh, is her box on?
Not right now.
Just checking.
Good point. Good point.
I try to save things.
Yes.
We understand, Travis, but
Go ahead, put yourself up next to the reach.
do you really want to have to recharge it again?
Yeah.
Yes.
You do. Okay. We'll turn it off
I'll
today.
sacrifice my life to make her talk.
So like,
Okay, so he
Push
calls
your
out. You
buttons.
switch to defensive posture. You guys both hear the growls. They all are now genuflecting in front of the statue. They think the voice came from the statue.
so I'm gonna drop food down to them. My rations.
From where you are, you're going to throw food at them.
Will it land like right where the?
You're just going to throw your whole pack. Or you're
Are you gonna drop it like right here?
Just asking what you're doing. Are you throwing the food individually as individual packs, or are you throwing dumping the whole load, or are you dropping a bag?
I'm gonna do
How are you dropping your rations?
the rations in a bag, like right. I'm trying to aim between the feet.
Of the
But
statue?
of the
Yeah.
first guy or
No, the statue.
the statue?
That's what I thought.
Okay.
He throws it, heart just jumps out.
Now, when you do, are you going to
Just
stand there and
silence.
watch, or are you going to throw it and then back up?
It's all PB&Js and splatters.
It's Elven, so it's
Toss
like
it there and
berries
back up.
stuff.
It's lambless bread.
I say lambless bread.
Crumbs in the wind.
Okay, so the pack goes thump.
Oh, we are.
You're calling at each other. What was that? Everybody's looking around. There's a pack on the ground. We'll check it out. So
I'm like,
Man of
no hunting today.
That's what you... Alright.
What'd you find? Nothing.
anyway, there's too many looking at him. He couldn't get away with that. But he goes up and looks at it and sniffs it. You yell that part about no hunting today. They go, "This isn't enough. This isn't enough for the yearlings. What are you? some kind of false god.
Wait, which one said that?
They're talking to the statue.
It's hard to determine which one.
Alright. Well, I get it. I get a javelin, and I'm just gonna like spear one and back up so that they didn't
throw a weapon at them.
Yeah.
Sure you don't have like lightning that...
Well,
He's a paladin and he's
I'm
level
level
1.
one.
Oh.
I mean, I think if I kill one, like, there's more meat. Bam.
No, their god struck them down.
You're assuming that they're cannibals. That's interesting. Alrighty, so as you pull back your arm to throw your javelin, because you actually had to dig for it to get it out.
Oh, no,
You had the javelin out. That's why you poked it. You were going to poke it.
You were going to poke the
So therefore, you have it out. So go ahead and make your attack.
Attack it all.
Roll the hit, and you attack one of the larger ones in front. I take it.
Just to clarify,
19?
are you trying to attack one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Add your dex modifier to the attack because it's a hurled weapon.
Strength.
so
Javelins are one of the few ranged weapons that you can use strength for.
Okay.
It's Olympics.
RAW. Yeah.
so 19
It
plus
just
5,
matters
so 24 to
His
hit.
build.
And
Screen is covering the map. Oh, they're asking.
And his proficiency?
The map is covered up right now. Did you need to see the map? What?
No. Map in the corner?
No, I took the map down. I had the map up earlier.
No worries.
Oh, they can't see this. Is what they're.
Oh, that's
That's
I
what they're
should
talking about.
mention
Just a second here, see if I can.
that because they're
Except
80
for the
foot
time
range,
period, I
you
just
are at
doing this.
disadvantage.
Just resize your window.
There.
so I gotta roll
For
20.
now, you can see the
Well-
stuff I'm off the screen. I'll put myself back up. in a minute.
No, your head's not.
John, just giving it for your knowledge.
Yeah.
Javelins have a range of 30, and then to 120. That means 35.
I know.
Why
But
am I-
it's a disadvantage. You're rolling 20. 2 rolls.
But it's also going straight down as opposed to being opposed to
It's
gravity.
because of various factors. It's not because of angle or
I got it.
wind.
It's the vagaries of aerodynamics of
12.
the javelin because it's going to wobble when he throws it and all kinds of good things. What?
12.
12.
Plus-
Is that?
With your proficiency and strength?
Yeah, the low one's 12. Sorry.
Okay, so actually it hits on target, but their skin, because they're furry, hairy beasts, it deflects. He looks down and goes, Eldrin, I smell a trap!
See,
It's a trap!
I should have did what I was gonna do.
Back up and roll down. Alrighty, so
One thing they didn't get up here is your animal.
go ahead and roll initiative because now we've engaged.
I could have.
So roll a 20-sided for initiative, modify it by your dex adjustment.
So you have a +2.
19.
So, 17.
Do we have to roll?
You don't
are-
have to because you don't have an initiative per se. You always act last in the round. So
16.
Okay.
you are the last. You are the final word, so to speak,
Right.
without being words.
You're always a natural 1.
16.
Sounds
Or
good.
a natural 20 for the next round.
Depends how you look at it.
Alrighty. So anybody above 20?
Yes and
21.
no.
Yes and no.
24.
22.
So 24.
24. for
Ice goes first, and then you got a 22. So that's Valara.
Was there anything else in the room we're in?
Just some interior wall debris and things like that. Nothing.
Could you describe it a little bit more, just so we know where we're fighting?
Is the wall stone or wood? Or
The wall is actually. He asked about it a minute ago. Wall is actually steel and forced concrete. This was part of an obelisk that would have gone considerably higher than it is now. The fact that it's in debris and this entire crater exists is because this was hit by a weapon similar to the one you're talking about now, a really long time ago. The existence of the statue it actually antedates that, but you wouldn't know that part.
of course.
But the console, although it, like I said, it seems to have survived all of this and still has a glassy face to it, has basically no internals to it, and the console is mounted to the wall. So even though the unit seems to be freestanding, it's actually attached to the back of the wall. the stuff around it has been the debris and stuff that's been blown in from the different storms, and so it's not even really associated with the building at all.
Well, I just mean like, is it like a 10-foot room? Do we have walls on all sides?
Well, as I described, it was three of the four walls have been knocked down. It's only about 15 feet wide at the most inside. So yeah, it was actually.
So we can't like barricade a door.
No. And the one door that stands opens into out to the.
But we do know where they're going to come from.
You do.
Probably.
Potentially.
If they come, they're going to have to come up the mountain, and so you'll be able to
shoot
I'll wait till my turn.
Okay. So that was 20 and 22, 19, 18, 17, 16.
17.
22. Well, I
I already have you. I'm just taking down the
Sorry.
order. No problem.
Steven.
What did you
Character's
get?
name is...
Right.
8.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, man. It's okay. don't worry. That's the right time to
you
shine.
are
8.
8. All right. Down to 8. So, and nothing else before 8. So, and your character's name was...
Lester.
Lester.
Bastard.
No.
Lester, the son of Ike.
Lester the
Oh, that means he can't be Lester the bastard because we know who his dad is. But then boom.
But do we know who his mother was? Could be a horseman.
That's a
Yes.
horseman?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
What?
All
So
right.
bastard is when you don't know your father. Horseman is mother. Is what we're saying.
Sort of.
Sort of.
It has a worse connotation.
Yeah.
You know what?
Means it could have or could have not been related in any kind of way.
Means your mom, if you do know her, was a prostitute. Doesn't matter.
Worked around. All right. So Ice Elves first.
All right.
You heard them call that they were going to fight him.
All right.
That
So
it's a trap.
am I able to get around the obelisk to get a view of them?
Either way, which way you want to go?
Over this way. So,
You just basically jet between them.
yeah.
Would I be able to come like right
Yeah,
here?
you can. You can always move to there. Yes,
But
I'm dealing with each person's action in order. So Ice moves.
Okay.
Now, just for those of you that haven't played before, your first thing you have is you have move. Move
Okay.
is up to 30 inches standard. Gets smaller if you're a smaller person. Sometimes you get advantages that give you faster movement. Then you get one regular action, one bonus action per turn.
Okay.
Generally, your bonus actions are smaller versions or lesser things, but some characters get, for example, the ability to attack a second time with their bonus action. And then later, at higher level, you get additional actions beyond that. That is basically the structure of a turn.
Okay.
Now, banter, talk, doesn't cost anything. Generally, you want to keep it down to 1 or 2 lines of text. You don't want to be...
You don't want to have a whole conversation.
Right. You're not going to have a talk with the monster as you're trying to fight it. Unless it's really clever and faster than you are. But anyway.
I do that sometimes.
Yes. All right. So Ice's action, Ice's move was to move, and now his action
And I
is.
can clearly see them now, right?
You can see them, and they have yet to start any kind of martial thing. They just shouted, "It's a trap!"
Okay.
and prepare.
I'm going to draw my longbow and train it on the guy who looks like the leader.
Okay. So the range is over 80, or at 80. So
That's perfectly within long range.
go ahead, take your
Longbow.
shot.
Oh no, I'm training it on him, but if I see that they are going to be coming for us, I'm going to fire.
Got you.
So I hold.
So that's a clarification. You can actually hold an action
Oh.
and set it up on a contingency. So he's holding an action for their advance.
Okay.
If they
So
just-
in other words, if they do something else like run away or recombine or whatever, his shot won't get to trigger and his action is lost.
Okay.
But it's set up with that contingency so that if they do, he gets to pull that off before they get to do their thing.
the nice part is if they run away, I don't waste an arrow.
Okay.
Right. Because here, if you actually shoot an arrow, there's only a 50% chance of getting it back. Either it shatters against the stone or it gets lodged or gets lost.
Or it hits them and then they run away.
And they take it with them. Right. All right. So Valara's action.
So move off to the edge and shoot down with her bow and arrow.
So she's going to move and fire.
Hold!
He's yelling "hold" as you come walking up beside him.
She doesn't know the language. Her box is off.
That's true. He only says hold. So
Well, you could-
she actually passes by, so you could actually.
Yeah,
use
you
it.
can clearly see me.
He's motioning for you to.
Okay, then pull out your hand.
Well, no, I literally have
He's already got the
drawn
bow, but he's
bow,
drawn.
but I'm not firing.
He's shouting over his shoulder at you, but he's not firing. So are you firing?
No, she will hold.
Okay. All right, and therefore she's holding an action based on his action. So she'll trigger when he does his thing because she doesn't know why he's holding.
Okay.
Okay, and then next is Freya.
You're
You can also do the frog.
Yeah.
Leapfrog around. Right now, you're leapfrog
Right
to
here.
here. Because now your climbing is going to be your action.
Okay.
So because you're now free climbing and there is a gap of a good 5 feet there in between, let's go ahead and make that a DC 15 climb attempt. Realize that is potentially at least a 40-foot drop if you miss.
Sweet.
40-foot drop would be 4d6 of damage.
On a fail.
Like, what would kill you?
I
Well, it
believe
could.
in you.
So what this means is, if you don't meet this DC,
You
Do you have a
die.
note card?
he rolls and you take that much damage.
Okay.
And you die.
No, not guaranteed.
Note card.
I can do
It could
this.
roll minimum.
I want the high ground and be able to attack whenever I want. So.
You are high ground.
We have
you
that.
do have advantages.
I mean, like, because I want to be able to hit them with acid.
Just in case I need to
Like,
use
you
it.
know.
Just go on the edge.
If you
like
see
that.
they start climbing, you can
Oh,
fire
so.
down. It's another
on the picture. Try symbol on it.
It's another.
That's all
Do you
it's
want to
gonna do.
wait for them to come to you,
You know
or
what
do
the
you want to
symbol is
come to
yet?
them?
Yeah.
Let's see.
No, you know what it
myself,
is.
right?
If
Technically.
you go down by yourself, you
Same
can
character
do
name
that.
or
I think it looked like it came from.
So you can actually hold an action with a cantrip as well.
I'm gonna hold
As soon as
What's
they're
this
within
for, a name
range,
tag?
and as soon as they meet that criteria,
Yeah, it's for
you
name
throw
tags.
an acid
I
ball
have
at
one.
them
we put
too.
our
So
I know you have one,
arrows
but
and
you-
acid
character
flying.
name or
Character name, class, race.
Okay, use
Pass this
this,
to
fold
them
it
as an
in half
example.
this way. Write
Yeah.
your character
Fold it.
name and class. Your
You fold it
character
either
name
way.
and class.
Hold it either way. I prefer the long way like that is, but you can do it your way you want.
Oh wait, which
Mine
one?
works
You're
better
you're
this
fine.
way.
That's
You're
it.
fine.
I just do it this way because I can
However,
write the
if you
letters
fold
bigger.
it so it has lines, you have lines to write.
So
on.
your character name, race, class, and then your player name in smaller letters. typically.
Eventually you'll figure out what it says.
Because we'll eventually do is we're calling each other by those names. That's why.
Hard.
All right. All right. So,
His name is Dave.
are you going to make the climb attempt?
No, I'll hold my action and see what happens.
Wise.
Holding for what contingency?
So what would you like to do if what procs your action and what do you want to do
If-
on that action?
If they get closer, like to
So
us,
if they
range.
move towards you,
yeah, I'm gonna throw acid bomb at them. Acid splash.
Just
so
as
that's
a
only
meta
30
thing.
feet.
I know. I'm gonna wait.
Just as a meta thing, they still have to climb all the way up, which is like one action a step at least,
Oh.
somewhere like that.
Yes, that's the way I described it to you guys. Remember, your climb took a long time to get up here.
But they were climbing all over this thing like crazy earlier, so
Right, that's true.
they might
They might be
have a-
faster, but yes,
Some amount of time
some
Exactly.
amount.
before we die.
Yeah.
Can I? I would like to
Wishful.
put.
No.
Well, since I never really finished it, lights. Summon lights on this
Dancing
side.
lights?
Dancing lights on this side to make it look like the ambush was coming from this way. This direction.
So you're casting dancing lights from your current position.
Like torchlight coming around.
Yeah. Yeah, to distract
So
them.
they look like they're
Yeah.
Okay, you get 4 lights.
Alright.
No more than 10 feet apart.
Alright.
No more than 30 feet from you.
Okay.
He's saying place them.
And just place the dice
Oh,
on the floor
wherever
where
you-
you think they would be.
Here, let me move my book out of the way.
So, how far away?
You can go
They
6
can
inches
go up
out
to
from you.
90 feet.
Alright.
So out here would be about as far as you can get from you.
So I would like.
But they're up in the air. Yeah, I get that.
Okay, so they'll be at here, here.
You only get 4 of them. He's putting that's right.
I'm putting range.
Oh,
I'm putting range.
Yeah, then he can use 4
A
dice.
Here.
small
and then one
thing. Magic thing.
over
So
here.
you like
Okay.
make a puff of fire. You can clean something.
Are you talking about prestidigitation?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can make
prestidigitation is a small
object.
spell. He's doing something more impressive than that. He actually is casting lights.
So
It's
the red
actually-
tabbed ones are spells. Go ahead if you
Oh,
want
no,
to read it.
He was just asking a question.
It's basically magic, random stuff.
Mm.
Any small magic.
Think of street magic, yeah.
like I'm thinking like making his the statue, the phoenix. Not the
Sphinx.
The sphinx.
Mouth
Like
move.
eyes glow and like mouth move and stuff.
Okay, yeah, those would actually be. There's actually a spell
High-level
called
spells.
there's a spell called Magic Mouth that allows you to cause something to speak. You can also do
Or an
Wizard Eye
illusion.
or any
But it's
illusion.
not a
Well, Magic
character.
Mouth is actually an illusion, and it's actually
Yeah.
auditory
Yeah,
and
anyway.
visual.
But wait, those are all ways to do what you're trying to do. But
It's a little bit bigger than prestidigitation.
right.
I'm just trying to make it look
If
like.
you had a hand puppet or you had his mouse, you could cause it to talk.
Oh my goodness, yes. Oh my god.
Dancing lights, all hail cheesers.
Yes.
Oh my god, yes. I would love it.
All right, so he's put up his 4 lights. Now for a response from the crowd. It's not really a saving throw per se, but I'm going to make it a percentage of enthusiasm. If they roll low, it doesn't affect them much. If I roll high, they're impressed by the lights for some reason. They are superstitious beings, so there's a possibility. And of course, we roll right down the middle. So about half of them are going, ooh, look at that! And the others are going, I don't care, it's magic, it's elven magic. Elves are involved.
Elves are tender meat.
Sweet meats.
Alright,
We
Lester's
eat
action.
meat.
Tender, juicy.
Is there any like big rocks or anything near me?
Yeah, there's pieces of the wall you could
It's a good question.
bob out.
Get
bob
ready
out.
to like throw them?
Yeah,
Alright, I'd like to.
toss a boulder with them.
Wait, no, ready in action to toss a boulder.
Okay, so he's hefting, he's doing the shot, but pulling the rock up, going, okay, I'm gonna get one of them. Okay, realize that the effective range of a thrown rock is 30 feet.
So you'd still be attacking with disadvantage.
You'd be attacking with a disadvantage
No
and
proficiency.
yeah, so
But
It would just be base strength.
it's an
plus
improvised weapon, and he's
Yeah.
a paladin, so
They're not proficient with. No one is proficient in improvised weapons.
Yes.
I'm proficient in
gravity
rock.
doesn't.
It isn't gravity. No, that's the amount of damage. The amount of damage. That's if you hit.
Hard
The issue
to
is that
jump.
it's unlikely you're going to actually hit the rock. You ever thrown a rock off of a cliff?
Yeah.
It's not going to go very far out, really. It's going to go 2 or 3 feet, and then it's going to
I know,
plummet.
but I might get
There's
this
a
guy.
possibility.
Okay.
There is a possibility.
So we have bow,
and rock.
Acid
rock,
splash.
lights, rock.
And
Scissors.
Is hanging on its hinges metal.
there is.
I want to pull it off its hinges.
You have the strength for it.
I will pull it off of its hinges.
However, we are dealing with a potentially broken arm, so let's roll to see whether or not the arm breaks.
I use
did
my
roll-
other arm.
No, you're using 2 arms to do it, but because we're actually have to use the armature to
I can
grab.
just imagine
okay,
that the
you
stone
roll
slab
under
you
the
grab is
95 for that arm
actually
to
like
fall.
the days without an incident sign. Zero.
I have a door.
You guys hear a horrible wrenching sound behind you, and there's a 10-foot by 10-foot door hanging in the air, being held by the mecha.
I'm like,
So
Rock.
I'm gonna walk over in front of them and put the door down,
Scissors.
holding it like a barricade for them to be behind,
Rock, door, scissors.
in case they shoot arrows up at us.
So, given where everybody else is, you'd basically be standing here and holding it sideways in front of them.
Is there any way I can get behind them?
No, because the wall is here. Oh, no, you ripped the door down, didn't you? So, yeah, you're basically where the wall
Oh,
is.
he's a loadable shutter.
He's literally, yeah, he's going to hold, going to lower
If I
it.
need to, I can use my lift arms and kind of like extend extra, because
Right.
they unfold the extra time.
Too bad he can't lift and jab
splash
into the
them?
ground.
Hook
for
it
more
into the
support.
He
bar
could have, but
handle.
you're in the way. You guys are all, literally, you guys will all walk to the edge, and you're standing on the edge. He's standing behind you going, I want to put this in front of you, protect you.
Come on, we're edgelords.
I have another plan if that doesn't work, or they try to climb up.
And now when they see the shadow of the
This
beast,
can be a
this is
snow.
this is what's going to get fun.
Oh no.
There we go. Where's they go?
And suddenly the Sphinx comes to life
The Sphinx has spoken.
and pounces.
No. However, good thing. Actually, no. I'm fortunate because there is no sun from which to build a shadow. I would say it'd be really impressive to see this giant robotic shadow come over the wall. It doesn't have that effect.
If he had an extra light,
If we had extra light behind him instead of in front of him,
we had a sphere of light.
Granted, though, he did illuminate their area, so we can see them. a
you
lot
see
better.
them. Yes, yes. And what you see them do is
And actually, if it's actually dark out, that makes it very hard for them to see us because torchlight and distance and all that nonsense.
Is it dark?
And there's no stars.
Well,
it's
it's-
like pitch black.
Are they running away?
they are.
It's not pitch black because the sun comes close. As of this time of year, the sun is coming close to the
Except that
horizon.
it's at night, so it's as far from you as possible. So therefore, it
He
is
said
still
that
as
there's
dark as
10
dark.
more days of night until
Right.
the sun comes out.
Right. So
Well-
Because I can't charge.
but yeah, as far as you're right,
sun
it's
comes
getting closer, but it's not.
During the day, it rises up, getting closer to the R8.
But it hasn't gotten there yet. Right. And
But that does mean it's like early dawn.
Lighter than it is right now.
There's a grayness.
Yeah. So this is nighttime.
That's what I said.
This is my life.
Okay. So you see them seeming
my
to
soul.
bolt away. You can still see them because of your dancing lights. So they are moving away from you.
Sorry.
Oh damn! I want those cords on their neck.
So what?
like
Describe
now.
the door real quick. Just so I can write it down.
It's a 10 foot by 8 foot door.
Are you going to take
The
a level
doorknob is
I have
missing.
a
So
shield
it's got a
now.
hole.
I was going to say, take a level fighter, and you're basically just the stereotypical orc fighter.
8 foot
He's got a door for a shield.
door. Just for ease of use, can we say it has like those bar handles?
No, you
No handles,
You
so
have
just-
to find. Yeah,
So I just stab it with one of the lifter arms.
you
It's got a
could.
hole in it.
You
the
could.
doorknob.
There's the right. It's a tiny. Yeah, it's a doorknob
I'll
size
figure it
hole.
out later. I'll
Yeah.
get one of you to lash it on or something.
Or bend it so that there's curve
Something.
to it.
I'll curve the top so you can use it as a sled.
Like,
There's many uses for a door.
It's true. You
We might
could
need to
possibly
use it
door
for
all
a
the
sled to
possibilities.
get him in.
I love doing that.
Knock, knock.
Oh yeah, we can just do knock jokes. Nothing else.
Knock, knock. Who's
Okay.
there?
So now you're standing over the statue and they've left.
R2.
Round 2, they are two.
Slam.
Oh, sweet! They're gone. Ish. They're running away. Do you fear us?
Damn, they probably have cords I can use.
What? Oh wait, does
Did
she
you
still
see
have
the
her thing?
colored stuff
No, she
around
doesn't.
my
You
neck?
hear her chirping beside you.
I'm like, what?
Yep.
You guys want to search the Sphinx?
How
Palace,
many
Abandoned?
total were there of
For
them?
what?
It's a
How
rock.
many Urglock were there? There were in that group there were 6.
There's no stuff.
Damn.
2 that looked like
Always
chieftains and 4 that did not.
You know, see, you understand me, right?
You know
Sure.
Urglock culture.
She said,
I'm so in.
Guys.
His airship crashed.
Guys, Urglock, you know enough of Urglock culture to know if there were 6 of them, that represents a tribe of about 60 or more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so and that's all fight. Those are all fighter capable. That's not
Yeah.
counting the children.
That's not including the children or the
That
maybe
means
women's.
we leave. And
Means
don't
you
leave
don't want to
tracks.
be here long.
Yeah. We leave.
Okay.
So let's.
she just
We
said
leave
to
to
you,
avoid danger.
darn, they had some of the
yeah.
wiring that
Fine. Let's
With
go.
one of his arms, he's go.
The thumb goes flying. No, I'm just kidding.
Ah!
Damn it! Because I had 2 of those.
Ah, shucks. Ah, crap. I
Here you
don't
go.
Heart, I'll repair you
backwards.
tonight as best as I
Alright,
can.
so we headed to Anchorage, right?
Yes.
I want to look one more time at the terminal.
Yeah.
Is there anything there?
What?
So there's a screen and a QWERTY.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
The jaw.
Just the joystick and the number pad.
And it's connected to the wall.
Yes. Like a little tiny.
Can I play
desk
with the
mounted
joystick?
wall. What?
I would like to play with the
So
joystick.
you're gonna come
Does
back
it look
around the corner?
removable?
Yeah.
Because
That would be action.
Does it look removable?
yes, that's what.
No, we're leaving.
He's
Okay.
gonna put the door down next to it for a moment.
Okay.
Or hand it to one of his other arms. He has 6
Just
arms.
put it on your lifts.
Right, and then he's gonna use his arm
Pile on top of the
shiz,
pile.
and he's gonna
A door on top of the pile.
pull the screen.
Okay. Roll dex.
Dex?
Oh, he's stealing the screen. I like this guy.
It's a robot.
Is that a save or
Can
a
we attach the joystick to him?
throw?
This is a check.
So then he speaks letters.
I don't think he'd be very happy about that.
18.
18.
Why you
Despite
get
the
to
name
speak?
of joystick.
You guys hear a horrible wrenching sound. Metal and stone. A little bit of crumbling. And the entire console comes off the wall. Just the entire little sub desk. He just pulls the whole thing off the wall.
Is there anything behind it?
When he pulls it off,
All I can imagine. Art?
he pulls it off and looks behind it. He's looking down, lifts it up. When he lifts it up, all the glass kind of goes, and the screen breaks out.
Is there anything behind it?
Yeah, just a little.
All the shit behind a screen.
Yeah, the insides of a CRT, as you defined earlier.
Oh, God.
Small little ray gun aimed at you. That's what it looks like.
Well, I mean, like, what?
Did anyone hide anything?
Is there like a motherboard, hard drive, anything that it was connected to?
No, it
inside
looks
the
like
wall?
they stripped everything out of it and
Okay.
just left the CRT.
I was hoping maybe it was in the wall.
Right, I got it, but you had no idea.
Well, I keep the CRT and throw it into the jumble of other junk.
The shattered front CRT?
Yeah, because it's got a vacuum too.
Oh god damn it!
Can you
That's my.
I just realized
You don't
you're
have that.
slowly turning into Wally.
You don't have that.
You're slowly turning into Wally.
I love Wally.
I have a light.
Yeah.
And that is a CRT. It means it has a metal coil in it, and
He's just looking for parts.
I have
So
parts.
the
Parts and
percentage
parts.
dice and try to roll
Should have some roll,
over
too,
the
honestly.
65.
So Travis, you're turning into Wally in the beginning of the movie.
Exactly.
You're scavenging your fallen
This was my
comrades
plan the
to
whole
rebuild your
time.
body.
81.
So you now have 70% if you count that as part of your.
Nice.
No, I'm sorry. The roll is still higher than the 34, but it makes the 34 into a 39.
Okay, so we're adding it to her tech.
It's adding it to the tech because
The
the
tech.
pile of stuff here that you have is debris for general use.
Can I call it a 40?
No, you have to call it a 39
39.
because it was 34 plus
I
5.
don't like not getting this.
You can take one light bulb,
39
pop
is a
it
good
to
number.
38.
Divisible by 13 3 times.
It's 3 times bad luck.
Is it possible
Well, if you
to
believe that.
take out the eye?
Took out what eye?
The eye.
I just did.
Oh, that was the eye.
He tried to take the eye, but he took the entire console. The entire wall unit comes
I
off.
did exactly what I planned to do.
Oh, okay.
Just add some more tech to the pile. So
That
I'm
was
against
like-
securing a proper path of decline.
Okay, so just
So
in
that they're not
matter
gonna
so
be
you
in
understand
trouble.
my
Don't we want to
non-existent
come
thoughts.
down here and go that
All I
way?
was hoping for is if
That's
there was
the
like
exact
a
way they
memory
came.
bank,
So we're gonna
Right.
be
anything tech behind
Take
it
you
that
the
I could
proper
have
route.
interfaced with.
Didn't he throw away his weapon?
And now I have junk that can
No, I
fix
did
with
one
it.
javelin. One javelin. Yeah, I'll go get it. I mean,
What?
when we
If
go
we
down
find
there.
new screen, I can
If
put it
I
on
go
my
down-
chest.
If it's
if we go
Guys,
down there.
one conversation at a time.
Okay.
Go ahead, you guys were first.
we're moving down, we're descending.
Right,
All
he's
again.
gonna move down. Just
I'm
wanted to
securing a
clarify.
proper path. If we go in the direction of your javelin, we'll pick it up. But if the path does
The
not
path
take
would
us that
actually
way,
be this direction.
Exactly. So we're not. Unfortunately, you are one javelin.
I got those rations.
Oh, you're going this way.
Well, it's only like one dash if he wants to run back and try to get it.
Well, I always
No,
thought we
now
go
we go down
this
this
way
direction.
because they went that way.
It's up to him.
The reason why we climbed
You
this
wanna
is
run-
because we would have to climb it the other way.
Yeah, but he's clarified. They only left to go get the rest of the tribe. They don't. When they say that there's an Eldrin trap, their solution to the Eldrin trap is to bring back all of the tribe. So they went to go get their friends. So if you want to risk fighting 60 of them instead of only
By
6,
yourself, by
Well,
the way.
60 possible.
Let's head back.
66.
Let's head this way. I'll just steal from.
no,
You
You were never still.
Okay, that's okay. This is the reason why when something happens, I'll say, "Are you sure?" Because throwing away 10 days worth of rations was a bit foolhardy. I understand what you were trying to do,
I will.
but if you had coordinated with everybody in advance, they might have suggested a different strategy, or you would have arranged to go get the food back.
Yeah.
So
Here is 3 days of my rations. It's heavy, fatty, so it's gonna last you a long time.
Okay. I'll
Just
humbly
so you know,
accept it.
Hart's idea would have been to push the remaining wall down on top of them,
I was thinking that, but I
or
didn't
onto the
suggest it.
Sphinx and destroy their god, meaning we're a stronger god, and they would be scared.
Now, see, the explanation of this is all delivered as heart, fix, heart.
Heart fixing help. Trust heart fixing.
Heart.
racing console.
Console.
Yeah, I think it's a rather dynamic. Okay, let's move on.
See, I choose dynamic. Ooh,
What do we have to roll to get down? Or can we just kind of hang on to the edge and get off the tip?
With your permission, we're just going to start deeming you as the I am Groot mentality. No one really knows what you're saying, but
You
we
know what we're
pretend.
You can learn it.
He's learning. He gets what I was going for.
I know you were doing that from the beginning. All I'm saying is,
It's making more sense to him as a character.
no. All I was going to go with is, I believe whatever I want to believe is what he's saying. So he could be saying, no, don't go that way. Meanwhile, I'm just thinking, oh yeah, he's saying go for it.
So he's telling me beforehand he has free pass to ignore me.
I think of it more along the lines of he's trying to be like Star-Lord and interpreting what you say to mean whatever he wants it to mean. Not that he actually knows.
I think everybody knows exactly what Groot says.
He's saying he is Groot.
He's Groot.
I understand, Groot.
Hey, we definitely remember when he said we are Groot.
Do we roll
That
down?
that made me cry.
Okay,
Lot of
so
people did.
Dex. So you're going back for your rations?
No, we're just going down.
I gave him 3 of mine,
Okay.
so he's got some heavy whale blubber.
Okay.
Now they
Part
went
of
that
me-
way?
You're still trying this way. They went that way. With the
Oh,
proper-
good. Then we want to go that way.
Part of me wants
Wait till
to
we-
establish that his mode of climbing down something is just walking off the edge, but that's really stupid. But part of me likes that.
I said go for it.
They're like steps.
Well, now because what you do is you put your lifters like this, kind of walk
Well, no,
backwards,
okay.
and lifters catch you, and then you just lower
what I'm
yourself.
going to go with slightly is he felt like the first drop off was successful. So now your drop strategy is going to be walk to the edge and lean and put one arm out, because that other arm on the other wall was what kept you from crashing the first time. So this would cause you to potentially tumble, but you could actually drop over here to this side and like use your lift arms and then lower yourself down using the lift arms to hold yourself in place, and then drop a shorter distance. You see what I'm saying? It's only 10 feet down for you, so it's only like
Not like this.
And he grabs the door.
Yeah, using the door.
Sled.
Yeah.
When you accidentally let go, you just start inventing snowboarding.
Eventually, I want to get better shots so he can just fall off anything.
He wants to stick the hero landing with his all 6 legs.
I just find it hilarious of robots walking off a cliff.
Okay, let's
is
get
fun.
down the mountain with rolls.
Imagine if the Terminator did it.
Yeah.
Do we have to roll to go down the mountain?
Yeah, it's going to be DC 10 on the way down. And since you're actually taking time for him strategizing, you get advantage on the rolls. Which means everybody rolls twice.
Because
Take
if
takes
he
the
can,
best.
I'll stay back with him. We'll use the rope that can drop down each layer.
Yeah, he won't. I don't imagine that Hart's going to wait
He's
for the
probably going first and gaining momentum.
That sounds fair. Let's make a DC 10 check, and it's going to be for you. It's a rapid succession. Just as soon as you make the first one, we're going to make the second one and see.
So
See if he can get
what
that
I'm trying to
6.
do is build a skill of falling with style.
Right, exactly.
1, 2, 3, 4,
16.
Makes
So
the first
we're
one.
gonna call you Buzz.
7.
20.
I
Chunk,
need to make 8 rolls.
17.
chunk, 3,
19.
4.
I like these
Uh-oh,
dice.
that's not good.
5.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4,
4.
5.
Right off.
Exactly.
I thought there was another step.
Yeah. His feet, you see the feet dangling. You see, woof. You got really lucky though. Damage. Yeah. So that you get to the bottom, you go stuck the landing. The arm goes plunk, 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 falls back.
Oh, damn it. I mean, heart.
Or bastards.
So probably what you guys
I
see
can
is,
imagine
is, a,
six
is a
more.
very graceful thump. 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 Crash!
Then he's saying,
Silence.
Heart.
I can just imagine your
Heart fixing.
your 6th
Beyond
word is
defense.
oops.
Under the 95. Put it back now.
I can just imagine your 6th word is oops.
58.
Okay, that means now a 58 functionality.
Oh, that sucks.
Yep. It got dinged up that time.
There's a rock inside the connector
It's
piece.
just spurting.
Well, that was all it was.
Yeah. All right. So everybody else make their rolls with advantage.
Yeah, I made 8 good
8
rolls.
times? Oh.
8 times you get advantage on each one.
I didn't even have to take
17,
an advantage.
Nice.
Believe it or not, I rolled a 19, a 17, a 16, a 14. Then I rolled another 17, and then, let's see. Is that
So 17.
And then a
So you
13,
got
and
advantage,
then
so
a
you
10.
you roll twice and take the
So
highest
this
of
is
the
good
two
as me.
rolls.
Oh, okay.
19,
So,
20,
twice?
17, 6, 5.
Okay.
17.
So that's once.
My dice
So
no
you do
story.
the 7 more times. You just need to get a 10 or higher. It's a dex check.
Yep.
Oh.
So you get to add 2 to each one. So that
And
means
remember
you only
that
need
if
to
you
roll
have a
8
name
or
tag, you
higher
can re-roll
Okay.
one at your peril.
So I keep it rolling?
You
Yes.
should have re-rolled that
Until you
5.
get to 8
No.
successfuls.
Oh, okay.
Worked perfectly.
There you go. That's 3. 4.
You have to
5.
scrape some knees to build a good skill. of
Roll
following
again.
the style.
6.
Come down.
Roll again. 7. Roll again. There you go. 8.
Made it down. Struggled a couple times, but you made it down.
Yes.
I didn't have him roll with advantage for every single one, just the ones that he missed.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. Alrighty, and so we are at 9:30. We'll go ahead and call it. 'Cause this is a good place to stop for this week, and we will carry on again next week. Everyone makes 300 experience points.
So that means that congratulations, you two are now at level 2. I believe Travis was at level 2? Or
Of what?
Bone jarring on the way down though. Roll
Level
dice.
2 fallen.
Okay, no, but hang on a second. What was your? Did we do a default number? We did not do a default number. Roll percentage dice starting at 5% and roll up. Let's see what your default was.
Percentage.
We're doing
use
what?
the character.
We use the
fully.
card.
For what?
Just to set a base.
So the nice part
a
is
base
at level
stat
2
for
you get to
existence.
choose your school of magic, which is your
Okay.
focus. So that would be typically
Yeah,
advanced and all the other ones.
5.
So I'll discuss with you more on your goal because this
15.
as your
What are we
percentage
rolling?
is going to help
He's
determine
rolling
where
for his.
20.
aligned.
Since we determined that he's an automata, we're not. He's not going to have.
That
a
was close. It
character
was
class.
22.
But he doesn't have
20.
to be
Right, but he's.
This is the 25 roll, and I got a 25.
You're still good.
30. 32. This dice is like skin of the
Living on
teeth
the
on
edge.
each one.
Living on the edge.
So
35.
35.
level up.
So 35
So
is
yes,
your
you are
base.
now level 2, sir.
But the jostling actually gives you a chance to improve that because you may have brought some of the software around, the hardware inside. So
Something reconnected.
something may have reconnected.
So what am I rolling now?
the bag
No,
landed,
under the 35 to see whether anything reconnected.
the bag landed on him and
31.
perfectly landed and just all a good
So
shit.
it's under 35, so you get to now add 5%. So you're at 35 and roll again. Or you're at 40 and roll again.
Yay.
40. 40. I
Okay.
got a 36.
So he's technically
Nice.
not playing a real D&D thing. This is a special homebrew that he's doing.
It's a Warforged with Nycos flair.
Ish.
Ish.
Fish.
That's what I tell them, and I'm sticking to
There
it.
you go. Sounds good.
That's my story, and that's what the court transcript will say.
Wait, should I get
When he
defense?
takes me to RAW court,
Exactly. When he takes you to RAW court. That's good.
So the question is just
The rule of-
how,
We're doing
where do you
war.
want where do you want to improve? So we'll do this after the stream is completely over.
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and sign out.
I'll
guys.
help finish
Thank
off
you
the
so much
character.
for watching. Hope to see you again next time, everybody.
Thank you for supporting us.
I have any
Hey.
questions.